Because I don't record it to cloud.
No, I'm not cloud recording.
Is it going? Is it
There
going?
we are.
Is it saying recording?
There we are.
There we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fragments. This is a D&D campaign that I'm playing with my friends. These are some of my friends, and we have 2 new friends in the campaign.
Friends.
So we have Matt, who is playing.
Jackson, the half-orc fighter.
And we have Scott, who is playing
Dante Colin, who's a half-elf ranger.
And we have Dean, who's playing
Killian!
And we have Lou, who's playing
Ariel, which is the high elf.
Right,
and Killian's a dragon, just in case.
Killian's just a knob.
Killian's not nice.
Knob.
Okay, so you, Serial and Killian are sailing from the port of Mindergress that you have just left. And you come out of the port and you turn to, you're turning starboard, so you're heading southerly. As you know, you are heading towards the continent of Frohast and the town of the capital city of Mordensel. Now, you're aboard your boat and you have your wonderful little crew on there. Your Harsel's like grinning away as he's back at sea, and you're sailing southerly on this boat. Now, you consult your map that you had in the captain's quarters, and you realise as you are travelling south that there is not a direct port for Mordensel. There are 2 places where you can dock near Mordensel, because Mordensel is an icy continent with very high ice shelf around it. You can dock at one dock that is on Frohast itself.
1 second, come here. Every time I look at you, there's a massive bit of glitter on your head.
Okay.
Sorry.
At Orcafell, which is to the east of this continent on the map here, down this way. But you will have to travel through a lot more ice flows and things like that, so it's a slightly more dangerous route, maybe. Or you can dock here, and travel to Mordensal via the ice bridge that connects the 2 continents. So that's kind of like your first decision that you need to kind of make, you 2, which way you're going.
Ice bridge.
I like this. I like in the bridge, yeah, and Southgate is that.
Yeah. Well, Southgate is the place where you cross, but the village that you know that there is a dock, there's marked on there from the captain.
For goodness sake. 1 second.
Hold on, what's happened?
It's your dad.
Oh, decline. Sorry.
Sorry, Dad's ringing.
The town where you can dock on the bottom of Gregdon on this side of the ice bridge is called Esterland. And you, it's a narrow place to kind of go in and dock. So which way?
And it's closest. It's the closest one, isn't it?
It's the closest place where you can land the boats. The cliffs get very craggy along this bit, very very steep. There's you could take the small boat and try and climb the cliffs, but then you've got to deal with where you keep your boat, that kind of stuff. That would be in the way of you. Of looking after your boat and looking after your crew.
Okay.
Which way are you going to go?
Ice bridge.
I think Killian would like to go on the ice bridge, so let's do that then.
Okay.
Ice
so you take the decision to move down the coast and pretty much. Are you going to go out to sea and across, or are you going to follow the coastline, guys, as well? So you are kind of at Mindergress here.
I think we go out to sea slightly just to avoid as you said, there's lots of craggy rocks down that bit of coast. So we go out and then come back in.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect, okay.
And we have the best guy steering the ship.
You've got Harsel steering the ship.
Yeah.
Harsel steering the ship, and I'm still up at the crow's nest.
Yeah, that's fine. And you've got you got Taj Hootsley. She's got her little accordion playing music, a little bit of accordion music to accompany your jaunty pirate journey, as you are now actually pirates because you've you've stolen a boat. Can't get much more piratey than that. You got so Jackson and Dante, you are having the best sleep. Fast off. Dreaming of whatever dreams make you happy, defeating ethereal things from the plains, reaping masses of gold from wiping out a plague of rats in your case, Jackson. And then there is a loud crack sound.
That's
and
good.
You open your eyes and the room is torchlit. Suddenly the torch lights go out and there is darkness. There is a more heavy wrenching sound of wood, splintering sounds, cracking, rushing water now. And then darkness. You sailing through the day across. It's an evening as you left Morden South, and you are. It's getting darker, and you wake in the morning, and you're now traveling down this way.
Yeah.
On your boat. Can Jackson and Dante make a con check, please?
Con check or save?
Check, please.
Oh, it's all high tech. They've got actual gadgets. So
You've got a phone. That's all they need.
I've got a phone that doesn't work.
Yeah. I've got my phone that's got my character on it, and then I've got actual dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we tend to do. We've got dice and.
Oh no, I'm
I
plugged
haven't
in.
got proper dice.
Well, I rolled a 3, so a whopping 5.
5. Okay.
I got-
As I mean to get
22.
Whoa! Was that a nat 20?
Yep.
Oh, first roll of the campaign.
Good start.
Amazing. Come on.
I'm loving that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So, you are not cold. You are warm, but your eyes open to see destruction all around you, Dante.
That's-
There is rising water in this cabin that you're in. Jackson, you are cold. Very cold. Can you roll a d6 for me, please?
4.
Stop begging, Toby.
4.
4. Your lower half of your body is submerged in water. You have somehow managed to cling to this area of decking. Can you... you are laying face down upon a deck of a ship, it would appear, and you are gradually slipping into icy water.
And I see him.
Can I sort of pull out my sort of hand axe to try and sort of wedge it in so I've got something to grip
Oh
on?
yeah, cool.
To try
Make
and
it make an
up.
attack roll.
An attack roll.
Yeah, just like as if you were attacking with your axe.
Hand axe. That's
You hit both.
fine. 23.
Oh yeah, straight in. So you're hanging on.
I can't
the thing?
afford it half of it.
You're hanging on to your
Now I
axe.
see him clinging to the wall by his hand axe.
Can you roll? Let's do d6.
D6. 2.
No, you can't. You don't seem to be in the same part of the. Well, you don't see anyone around you.
Cool. What do I see?
You see a slanted cabin. You have wedged yourself between some sort of cabinet. You are wedged between a cabinet, which is tilted at a nearly 45-degree angle, and the floor is sloping down into icy water. To things are gradually slipping and the whole deck is moving round you.
Need to get out, I think.
You are both below decks, it would appear. Yeah, you are both in a lower deck of the ship.
Do you want to try some?
No,
So, can I pull myself out of the water?
yes, give us a strength.
Right.
Or an acrobatics, it's up to you. Maybe athletics, sorry,
Hello.
acrobatics.
Athletics is better.
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
13 on athletics.
Yeah, so it's not a hard thing to do. You managed, because you're mighty strong in your forearms, you managed to pull your legs out of the water, and you immediately start feeling the benefits of not being in ice water. And now you're on a deck. You can see that there is a trap door that leads down, or what would have been down, higher up the deck from where you are now. So sloping upwards, there is a trap that goes down and a trap that goes up with a small ladder. And Dante, you don't see any of that. You can just see water and the craft that you're in sinking towards it. But you do see the edge of the upper deck where it hasn't hit the water yet. The boat is not at an angle quite yet.
Quite that much.
Yeah.
Is it possible to reach the ladder leading upwards?
You've got you're sliding down the deck at the moment. It's very slippy at the moment. You could maybe try. It's about 15 feet away from you on a slope upwards. That's very slick.
I'm getting the impression my door is under the water. There's got to be some way of me getting out of this room, because I otherwise couldn't have gotten in.
I'll let you ponder. We'll go back.
Can I stick my head under the water and have a look?
You're at the far end of that slope, so you're up the kind of top end of the boat, as it were, as the boat's in like this. So you're up here wedged.
So it's like that, and I'm up here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You'd need to lower yourself down to the water, is what I'm saying, in some fashion to be able to go under it.
Yeah. All right. I'm guessing jumping's not going to be a good plan. Can I hold onto the cabinet and lower myself down?
Yeah. Cool.
See if I can see you.
Yeah, like hanging from it.
The action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do a strength check?
8.
Sorry, say again.
I got an 8. I rolled an 8 and I got a +1 for strength, so I got 9. Unless you want an athletics check, when I'd have done a lot better.
No, this is just pure strength. You're lowering yourself by your arms.
Yeah, no, did not do well.
What happens is that you start lowering yourself on the cabinet, but you're actually holding one of the handles of the cabinet instead of holding the cabinet itself. And the door opens on its hinge and snaps a little bit. So you're hanging further down the deck now by one hand.
Oh, God.
You're holding on, managing, but you can see that the brass hinges are gradually fracturing.
What's below me? If I let go, am I just going to hit the water? Or am I going to hit something
You think
else?
that you would just slide to the water, yeah. There are a number of like hooks and things along the wall that have ropes on them, and bits of old oars and stuff. But you think most of the stuff in this
that looks within reach.
You might be able to swing yourself to one side, possibly, with acrobatics.
Yeah, can I do a swing then and see if I can grab that rope?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
14. 19.
Yeah, you swing and you grab.
God, I love
You actually grab the hook that the rope is on, rather than the rope itself. And then there's a large bundle of rope in your hands. You estimate it to be about 20 feet of rope. So we're going to switch back to Killian and Sariel. So you're sailing happily on your ship. It's really quite a pleasant journey at the moment, and but you feel the temperatures dropping and getting colder. And Charles has actually gone and got the other captain's suit that didn't fit him properly, and is kind of trying to wriggle himself into it, but he's
got feathers. He doesn't need an extra coat.
He feels the cold. Charles is trying to get it on, but his wings are in the way, and you know he doesn't look. It doesn't look
armor. He's wearing feathers, an armor, and a coat.
He's wearing his armor, his cloak, and the captain's jacket designed for a human. So he's kind of got one button in the middle done up, and the rest of it's kind of just spilling out everywhere.
Plumage.
And he tricks, and he's been petting the mimic. He's been petting your mimic while you're not there. The mimic chest that exists in the captain's quarters.
I need to be having words.
And as you're sailing, the sun's starting to rise on the horizon now. Sariel, can you make a perception check? Are you still up in the mast there?
Yeah, I'm just up in the mast. I'll just do a perception. Hang on a second.
Crow's nest.
What did I say?
Mast.
Mast, you know, crow's nest, that type of stuff. Hanging around up there like an elf.
It's at the top of a mast.
Just hanging upside down from the top of a ship, like,
I am the bat.
Oh, why are we so
19.
Sorry?
19.
Yeah, you see that there is lots of ice and stuff starting to be on the top of the water. Not big enough to damage the hull of this boat, but you can tell that it's getting colder. And on the horizon with your elven eyes, you see an object that doesn't look white. It doesn't look like an iceberg. It doesn't look like any of this ice flow.
Am I guessing that it's Jackson and Dante's boat?
You wouldn't know that.
Because you don't know who we are.
Because you don't know who they are at all. So as Sariel in character, you just see an odd object on the horizon.
Okay.
And no one else has seen it yet. Killian's in the captain's quarters.
petting me mimic?
You're petting your mimic, are you? Well, there's you and Charles just stroking this chest. Like,
It likes me more.
I'm gonna get, what's the little sprite called again? I can't remember.
Flicks.
Flick.
I'm gonna send to Flicks. I'm gonna give Flicks a message and send Flicks down to the captain's quarters to go and let
but
know.
that thing annoys me.
So
It just
Flicks
flies
goes,
round.
of course, I'll go. And Flicks like spins round and like flies around your head a couple of times, shoots down into the tries to get in the captain's quarters, bumps on the door, bounces off, but then finds the keyhole, and the sprite wiggles its way through the keyhole, and then because it loves Killian, it's flying around Killian's head. Killian, Sariel said something. Killian, Sariel said something. Calm down, Flicks, will you? Look, sit and tell us what's going on, Charles says. Sariel's seen something up in the top there. She's seen something on the horizon, she says.
What is it?
Too far off for her to tell at the moment, but it doesn't look like the ice, she says.
Shall we go investigate?
We've got plenty of rations, plenty of supplies. The church stocked us up well, so we'll be fine to go and, a little off track. I mean...
Simple yes or no?
Yes.
Right, let's go.
Killian's
had enough of the shit.
Somebody paid a mimic, and now that bloody strike's back on.
It's just Charles, okay?
So,
just Charles.
What do you do, guys? What do you do?
Yeah,
Killian?
we'll head over to investigate the lump of sea.
Yeah, I go up onto top deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Notify
You had it, Harsel.
Harsel.
Harsel, your best friend.
Almost called him Harris.
Who is the happiest happiest person to be driving a boat ever.
It's me and him shouldn't be friends. Like he's
It's like
far
that.
too happy.
It's like the video for "Her name is Rio," and he's just like steering that boat, and he absolutely loves driving that boat. So you tell the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So
Send
everyone
the
knows
sprite back up to tell Serial
that you're turning that way. So the boat was heading pretty much straight westerly, and you kind of now turning a little bit southwesterly now. So you're heading into heavier, icier water. Right, back to Dante and Jackson. Jackson, where are you? So you're on the deck.
Yeah. So am I on the wall that if I manage to get higher up, I would be able to reach the ladder, or is that over the other side?
The ladder, as you're holding onto your axe, looking up the slope of the deck, about 15 foot in front of you, you can see the hatch that goes down with a ladder that goes down and a ladder that goes up. You need to traverse your way up this slope in some manner.
Okay. I'm going to pull the second-hand axe and sort of effectively ice pick my way up.
like an icy cliff.
Like you would if you were like climbing a massive cliff. I'm going to let you just do that without a check, because you've got the first one in with such ferocity that you're now up, and you can see that there's a trap that goes down to a lower deck, and you can see that there's a sealed door above you with a ladder that goes up, so you're almost climbing on your back almost.
When I get to the trap that goes down, is it open or?
The trap that goes down is immediately open. The trap above, there's a sealed wooden hatch.
Okay, can I just sort of have a look and see if there's anyone else in there?
In the section with you?
So anyone, well, yeah, if there's anyone in the section with me or down before I carry on going up.
You can't see the light. The lights are out in that section. Do you have like
I've got dark vision?
Yeah, I thought you might have. So you can see the outline of some sort of shape, but you don't know. It could possibly be a person.
Oi! Anyone down there?
There's no response.
Yes, help me.
That was the most pathetic cry for help.
Yes. Help me.
How far are they away from the hatch?
They are probably about 10 feet.
Yeah, so can I see the hatch from where I'm hanging?
They're close to the water that you were in before. So, because that part of the boat, because it's lower, is about 5 foot deeper into the water.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of go over, sort of hang from the ladder into the down section.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I sort of hang from it, am I like tall enough at 6'6" to sort of, poke them with my feet?
Yeah. You can reach, and you reach out with your axe, and it just appears to be a corpse bobbing in the water.
Okay, actually dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Why does every episode have dead bodies in it?
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but with you,
normally
there's like...
we're supposed to make them.
Yeah, normally we're supposed to make the
thinking.
bodies.
I was like, pretty much every episode there is dead bodies that we didn't create.
We haven't had many dragons yet, to be fair, apart from you.
We've had one dragon.
You've had Rechath.
Yeah, we had one.
And he didn't even fight you.
Have you had many dungeons?
You've had one dungeon.
We've had one dungeon, yeah.
One dungeon, one dragon.
And one dragon.
Shit tons of dead bodies. What is that about?
So yeah, I'm gonna sort of, if they're dead and there's nothing I can do for them, I'm gonna get hold of the ladder and try and sort of monkey bar up them.
Cool. So you monkey bar up to the trap. It's the way that the boat has shifted and warped that is a very stiff. It doesn't open up immediately. What are you doing, Dante?
I'm currently hanging from a hook on a wall.
Yeah.
Now that I've taken my rope off of my hook, what can I see any trapdoor or any doorway out of my cabin that I'm in?
You make an insight check.
Inside, oh, bloody hell. I do also have dark vision.
Hey.
So the room's pretty clear. Again, you think most of the stuff has slipped into the water. You can see the odd few things bobbing around in that icy.
I got a 10.
A 10.
Insight.
Because you got on this boat before and made your way to the place where you were, the cabin where you kind of are, you make the assumption that the hatch must be in the other half of the boat.
The water bit.
The other half of the boat. So you can't see the other half of the boat where you are. And as you peer with the dark vision into the water, you see that it is sheared away.
Oh, so
some part down in the water.
All right. Can I tie my rope to my hook?
Yeah.
And use it to drop myself into the water with?
Let's go for a sleight of hand then. See how good your knot is. Or a dex, like it depends.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
Well, sleight of hand was 14. Dex would also be 14.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the knot is quite a firm one. You think it will hold, and you how are you going down? How describe that?
I was just gonna go hand over hand with my feet wrapped together around the ropes. I just slide down without getting a rope burn.
Yeah. As you slowly go down, when you get to about ankle to shin to knee deep in the water, you can see up, and the part of the deck that is above you is still out of the water. You can see the sheared edge of the deck, of the upper deck. So you guys are sailing, going back to Serial and Killian.
Sorry.
You are sailing back across to this object. Serial, can you make another perception for me? And you can as well if you want. So you're looking towards it.
23.
Sorry?
23.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
You know what my phone's like. Give me a second.
Charlie might do something. Charlie might have a look as well.
Oh, Charlie actually join in this time. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I know for once.
Well, Charlie doesn't normally help. He normally just falls over.
Lazy.
But like, that seems to be his major sort of function.
Right, what am I doing?
A perception, please.
Perception. 15.
Yeah, so you can see that there is what appears to be a larger iceberg,
Right.
like a larger piece of ice floating in the water, and out of one side, from the angle you can see part of a ship.
Iceberg ship.
Yeah.
Is that, I'm guessing? Iceberg ship.
You can see the stern, like proud of the water, so you can see the keel.
It was
I couldn't remember the name of what it was called. The keel of the boat is sticking out.
Bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
From where you are.
Okay.
Right.
So they've hit an iceberg. So obviously we've got to be careful in the water.
Very.
You can't really get too close, otherwise we're going to end up in the same situation as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have we still got a little boat?
You still have got a little boat.
Okay, so I think we
Wait, how much can little boat hand little boat?
Little boat.
Oh, I can't say boat. How much can little boat handle? Because I'm Dragonborn. I don't want to sink it.
Have we used a little boat before? And there was 4 of us.
Yeah, there
I
were
couldn't
3 of
remember.
you. There were 3 of you in the boat before.
Oh, that's fine then. Yeah.
with you before.
Getting little boat.
So me, you, and the wonderful clumsy Charles should get in little boat.
Okay.
We should get the get our little standing captain to lower the anchor and wait for us, basically where we are in a safe place.
We notify Hassel and the rest of the people on the boat.
Yeah.
What we're doing, what we've seen, what we're doing, and kind of discuss it with them whether they think it's a good idea that we go and investigate this boat or not first. Because if they think that we're putting them in danger, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, and because of the
last time, didn't they? We just did stuff and they went, oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, true.
yeah,
They didn't bother arguing.
It's the mutual respect that you've earned from them for freeing them from being sold as slaves. So they're kind of indebted to you guys. That's why they have such loyalty to them. The two that didn't, if you remember, they made a run for it in Mindergress.
Yeah, we left them behind in Mindergress.
Yeah, so the two that you made chop up the captain.
Hey, they deserved it.
Well, they're not going to see revenge because they're not in the same area as us anymore, unless they come on their own little boat out from Mindergress. I very much doubt it.
Yeah.
So,
thank you for my plot hook.
Well done, Lou. Giving him another idea.
So you're going to get in little boat?
Yeah,
we're going to get in a little boat and we're going to
get in little B.
Little B and start paddling towards. Who's paddling? Okay, make a athletics, please.
You say that 10.
You aren't going very fast, and you're heading towards the.
Can we get Charles to jump in there, please?
What one? No, there's not. There's only room for one sort of set of oarsmen going. And now that you're in the boat, changing over positions, do you want to swap positions?
No, I don't want Charles anywhere near me.
Or if Charles tries to change positions, he's going to tip the whole boat out. We're going to end up in the water. You know what's going to happen.
I'm not swapping positions.
That's going to end well.
So it was.
Did you get a scene developing here with these?
It was called giggling.
Yeah. So
when you said, "Do you want to change positions?" I was like, "Oh, same thing ran through my head."
It's the worse than the DM laughing, isn't it? Like, so you start traveling towards the wrecked looking ship that you can see.
Yeah.
And we're going back to Jackson. So you start making your way up. You found this hatch that is now kind of wedged solid. What are you doing with it?
So I'm sort of hanging from the ladder.
Yeah.
Style. So can I kind of swing and try and both foot kick it open?
The hatch is kind of, you're on the wall and the hatch is actually above and behind your head. So you'd have to turn yourself backwards to do that.
Or you could swing backwards and do it.
Or no, I mean, if it's like that, then I'm probably going to sort of try and get my feet on the lower ladder.
Yeah.
And then sort of effectively try and climb it, even though I'm upside down, and sort of try and use my shoulder to.
Okay. Straightforward strength then, please.
Straightforward strength.
You need to eat some of these M&Ms.
You're feeding him again. Brilliant.
I rolled an 18 for 21.
Oh yeah, so it budges open and then it's open to the deck above.
Get out and see what's going on.
Okay, so you climb out aboard the top. You are on the what appears to be the prow of the ship, and you can see the sort of figurehead pointing nearly up in the sky now as the boat is starting to gradually creak into the water. That shove that you made has made it sink another sort of few feet down into the icy depths, and you can see that in the middle of where the middle of the boat should be, there is a huge sort of piece of glacier or broken off ice.
What is still on the deck?
Very, very little. There are guy ropes hanging down the sides that were obviously attached to some sort of mast. They're hanging into the water. The remains of the mast is attached but sort of floating in the water one side of the boat.
We don't have a little boat on our boat.
We weren't that smart.
You can make a perception check.
I'll make a perception check.
So this is like for looking for the life raft.
Yeah, perception +1.
Hearing
No.
People say boat.
1.
No, I rolled a 2, so 3 in total. I'm still guessing I don't see much.
you don't. You don't see.
Eye shut.
You don't see the high vis boat, inflatable life raft.
Looking around like that.
So
Creak, and the boat slips again further into the.
Stop moving, you'll drown me.
you're in the back half of the boat, apparently.
I'm at the bottom bit by the iceberg.
I'm going to try and make my way to the iceberg. I want to get on the iceberg because that should float.
Okay, so you are now kind of at the near towards the prow end of the boat. As you come out the hatch, you would have to slide back down towards the iceberg if you wanted to go down.
Okay.
How are you doing it? Describe it to me.
Well, I mean, is the broken boat actually? Where is it? Iceberg and boat, or is it iceberg with water gap? And then
I've got a little picture. Would you like to see the picture?
Yeah.
Go on, then.
I've got a little picture.
Here you are. So you're up.
So
Here,
we're pretty much up against the.
You're up here, Jackson.
That is the worst steering I've ever seen.
And you are, well, you don't know where you are. You're in a lower deck somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, from what I'm gathering, I'm down in the middle on one of the edges, about to jump into water. By the looks of things.
So I want to go across to the sort of the barrier around the outside.
Yeah.
And effectively climb down that to the iceberg.
Yeah, I'm going to make a dex on it. Or acrobatics, maybe.
Acrobatics. Well, that's going to be interesting. Acrobatics +1. No. I rolled another 2. So 3 in total.
Very acrobatic.
You slip. Roll a d6.
I'm guessing I'm taking the more direct route to the ice. 5.
Oh,
With your
Right.
face, but the sounds
So
of it.
you manage to aim towards the iceberg as you traverse down the deck, but you take actually only one impact damage, like bludgeoning damage hitting it.
1 damage. Okay. And then, yeah, effectively try and climb onto the ice with the axes and get somewhere that's
Stuff like that.
level.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to do a strength on this one.
Strength?
It's a different material.
I rolled a 3, so 6.
The axe doesn't go in this time. Okay, back to Dante.
So I'm hanging by a rope with my shins in water, but I can see the sheared off edge of the boat out in front of me, right?
Yeah, the decks are about sort of 6 foot, maybe 8 foot. Kind of, they're quite small. Like the ceilings aren't high, so you are approximately. How tall are you?
5'10", I think.
5'10". So you've got about a
Yeah.
foot or something to kind of get to the deck above. You would have been probably ducking under some rafters as you were walking through the.
Yeah. All right. So I'll climb up to get on those rafters, then, so I can then so I can clamber along one to get out of the cabin I'm stuck in.
Okay, so I want you to make an acrobatics. So you're going to try and grab that ledge, are you? Like that you can
Yeah,
see.
I'm going for the ledge.
Yeah, acrobatics for that, please.
I got a 3, 5.
You jump.
I got 8. I got an 8 total.
8 total. So you jump. You don't reach a ledge. You land on the deck again and slide deeper into the water. Can you make a con check?
Um, 6.
Okay. You fall deeper into the water and you take 6 ice damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
Can you make a dex for me?
Dex. Oh, that did better. 21.
Right.
Okay, you do manage to grab back onto the rope.
Cool. So I've now lost 6 HP, and I'm back where I started.
You're in the water, but I'm assuming you've kind of gone and pulled yourself a little way back up by that rope.
You drooly boy.
Okay, so you approach this. Killian and Sariel are now approaching the rear of this boat from this side here. So for what you can see at the moment is just a big spiky iceberg and the rear of this boat, like from the other side. You're
so we can't see this side.
No, you can't see Jackson yet.
Jackson is,
No.
right. Where do we kind of... Oh,
Sorry.
you're right.
Yeah. Hello! Is there anybody there? Bellows Charlie. Hello! Anybody aboard that ship there? Avast! What else do people say at sea?
Can I hear that?
You can reply.
Yeah, I'm over here. By the ice.
Can I hear that?
You can hear a muffled sound of someone moving up on deck. Someone shouting something, possibly.
I yell very loudly. I'm down here. I'm stuck in the ice.
Make a I don't know, performance check. I guess you're performing it, aren't you?
Oh, this is not going to go well. Oh, I got a 16. Well, I rolled a 17, but I've got a -1, so I got 16.
Okay. Jackson, you hear a muffled sound from beneath the deck, but the other side that you can see, the other side of the iceberg.
So on the other half of
Yeah, you hear like coming from somewhere sort of here.
Okay. And how far is that distance-wise?
That's about
Mate, I wouldn't try and swim it.
it's probably about 20 foot maybe now that the boat's gradually kind of slipping apart and going into the water.
Do you not go in the water?
Into the sort of under the deck, or is the deck actually under the water, the sort of the top deck?
The top deck hasn't hit the water yet, but each movement seems to bring it closer.
Okay. And you said there were sort of ropes and things.
Yeah, there's
on the deck.
ropes around here that we're tying on the masts and bits and pieces here.
Can I kind of reel one in?
Yeah.
I'll probably have to cut the sail off of it or whatever.
You reel it in,
end.
and it seems to be attached to an iron ring.
Okay.
And the iron ring has it was obviously screwed into something. Like imagine like a giant picture hook type thing.
Yeah.
That was bolted into that, like made of heavy iron.
Okay. Can I sort of swing it around a couple of times and try and aim it at that gap? You know.
Oh, well, the other side of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Go for have you got any ranged attacks that you've got on your
I've got a bow, but
Are my legs sticking out the bottom of that hole?
you were down here and you're kind of up here, but he's hit the iceberg this side.
Ah, okay.
So he's like diagonal to where
so I'm
you
going to
are.
brain you with a bit of iron on a rope in a second, but you know.
make your day a little bit better.
Already half frozen. Why not?
So what are you aiming for here, Jackson? Are you
I
aiming?
want to sort of get the gap so it goes into the room where the voice was coming from.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So he's trying to wallop me with an iron ring.
Yeah, basically.
Catch it! And then, yeah. So just a range attack.
Yeah, just a ranged attack. And are you gonna warn anybody?
I said catch this.
Oh, sorry,
I
I didn't
rolled
hear
an
that.
8, so I got 11, sorry.
11. So out of the boat, around the corner of the iceberg behind you, Dante, you see a flying metal object attached to a rope, and it drops down in the water a little bit away from you.
As it lands, I dive for it.
Okay, do another con.
I'm not gonna like this. 10.
I'm going to say you're acclimatized a bit, so you just take like 2.
Cool.
Because you've already been in. You're actually like that Willem Hoff now. You like ice swimming.
Yeah.
It might be a new hobby for you when you're finally out of this disastrous situation. So, Jackson, you need to make something like a strength check.
Yeah, it's basically strength wheeling is.
Yeah.
If I can use the sort of side thing and sort of effectively use that as almost a sort of pulley to sort of
Winch.
Yeah.
pull it
Okay.
over.
So make that check with advantage. So roll
Ooh.
the dice twice and take the best.
And it's just strength, yeah?
Yeah, straight for strength on that one.
I rolled a 15 and a 14, so 18.
Oh yeah. So you pull it along, and you see this kind of very damp person being pulled along in the water, and you winched them up onto the deck beside you on the edge of the iceberg.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so sort of pull him out the water.
You hear an awful
Thank you.
creak. You hear an awful creak, and the other side of the boat now dips its side of the hull. The top deck starts going into the water, and yours slides too, and down the side of the iceberg. So now this edge is starting to reach the water now here.
Oh, great.
Was the trapdoor wooden?
The trapdoor was like up here. Sorry, it's not drawn on.
Okay, yeah, but was that wooden?
Yeah.
Rip it off.
That's what I'm thinking.
I very wet and shakily go, we got anything to float on? I don't recommend getting in there.
Hang on a sec. So I would like to pull out my great axe, big two-handed axe,
Yeah.
and I want to swing sideways with one of it. So basically try and embed one blade into the thing. So there is another blade. The other blade is sort of poking out from the iceberg.
Okay, to make like a step.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be an attack then. And
15.
yeah, it goes in this time. Yeah.
Stand on that if you can.
I go and stand on it.
Acrobatic, I guess. You got to hold on to an iceberg while standing on an
15.
axe. Sorry.
15.
You're on it shakily.
I do have 2 daggers, so can I drive them into the ice thing to steady myself?
Yeah, go for a strength on that. See if you can get yourself any more stability, and I'll let you make one for each dagger.
Oh, okay, cool. So one of them failed miserably. One of them did not. So I got 17 on that.
Yeah. In with one, the other one's, and you've
Yeah.
got like 1 foot on. You're hanging on with a dagger, and Jackson's on there. So, Sario, you're on the little boat. Where are you heading? Where you're directing Killian? You're like up the back here somewhere.
So I think we need, we can see people, but we can't see them. So I think we need to head round the iceberg because we can see the out.
Okay.
So we are going to go
Like
out,
round.
out to sea a little bit and then come back in towards the boat.
Okay.
Listen to her and follow orders.
As you do, you see from this way that there is someone hanging onto the iceberg, standing on an axe, with a dagger in the iceberg and an orc, a half orc with a length of rope with a metal object attached to the end of it.
I have got a plan. Killian's not there, so I can't tell her the plan. But
She's gonna.
I am here.
come on, Killian.
Yes.
Killian, my plan is to use shape water. I'm going to manipulate the iceberg so some of it defrosts, and then I'm going to get it to shoot out over towards our boat and like make an ice bridge or an ice slide from the
From us to
iceberg
them.
over to our boat.
Okay, so you're making like a your ice bridge using your shape water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
can't
you-
remember how I use that.
I think it's just at will shape water.
Yeah.
Yes, a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just an at will cantrip, I think, for you.
Mhm.
So so you cast a spell and the part of the iceberg melts. Whereabouts are you aiming this?
So he's hanging on from the picture. He's on the right hand side, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on a little axe wedged in here, sort of standing
Yeah.
about here.
Right. So the
Body.
water that I'm melting and reforming is going to be the opposite side, the so on the top,
Yeah.
on the left hand side.
Okay, yeah. So it's starting to melt and shapes out. So you see this boat coming towards you, Dante and Jackson, with a dragonborn, an elf, and an arakora.
You can only use it within 5 foot range. It's got to be only
Move
5 foot.
5 feet. Yeah, so you can move it in any direction. So you're
No.
creating like a 5 foot slide.
You can choose an area of water that you can see within range, and that fits within a 5 foot cube.
Yeah. What's the range of it, Lou?
You can cast the cantrip as many times as you want.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
able to melt one section at a time.
What's the range of your cantrip?
I'm just having a look. Hang on a second.
Because I was like, can she do that? Because technically ice is
Yeah.
water, but
Yeah, because you can make it freeze or unfreeze. You can
Yeah.
shape water.
Mm.
so I was like, can
I know
she?
you can if you've got the time to do it each 5 foot section at a time. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she can just pick
Right.
like the 5 foot section.
Sorry, Lou.
The range is 30 foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So well within range, and you create a
Yeah.
5 foot sort of ice slide coming off the side of the iceberg. Dante and Jackson, you see this boat approaching with an Arakocra, a dragonborn, and an elf in it. And there seems like there should be some sort of joke
Hi.
there, like, but I don't have that joke. I'm so sorry. I wish I prepared one. Okay.
Oh, they're going to try and think of one now,
How,
aren't they?
Yeah.
how far away are they?
They're about 30 feet, closing on you though, to try and reach this ice bridge that they've created.
Okay, can I get my rope with a bit of metal on the end? And I want to sort of swing it and like throw the metal so it goes over the top of it, so the rope will land on the boat, sort of thing.
Land on their boat.
Yeah, so the metal goes over. Because I don't really want to sink their boat.
You're going to
Okay.
try and brain them with the thing as well.
I was going to say, so he's coming after us now.
Okay.
Great.
I want to clear the boat so the rope will then fall across their little rowboat.
Yeah, okay. A ranged attack then. So you're aiming beyond the boat at the moment.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
Oh no. Okay,
Great.
so
He's going to clock in the face.
it
was gonna
flies
say,
through
is
the
it?
air, arcing up beautifully, completely on target if you are aiming for the boat's deck itself.
Oh,
It-
it's
Slams through the bottom of the little boat, and you start taking on water.
Thanks.
you bugger.
Um,
Which
You can freeze it if you shape water.
oh, shape water again.
You can't tell her that yet. So, Killian, what are you doing? I'm like, oh my favorite cloak is getting soaked. Guys, I think we're in a bit
How
of...
big is the hole?
I'm just glaring at Jax like, dude, that was our rescue.
How big is the hole?
Well, the iron piece was about that big, so it's gone through and fractured. So it's about
Right.
I say it's about a foot, maybe a foot and a half.
Whoa. You're saying about a foot and then measuring about that.
No,
like, mate.
like 12 inches, maybe a foot and a half, like round.
Right. How big is my tail? Can I sit in that hole? Can I round that hole with my
You're
arms?
going to be the little Dutch boy with the finger and the die.
Yeah.
Tell
But
me,
with my tail.
tell me how big your tail is, because it's your tail. Is it at base about a foot?
Well,
You don't like to boast about the size of your tail, but
but
It's all about the girth.
yeah, it's about a foot in.
okay. So you dip your tail into this ice cold water and bung the hole. I want you to make a con check.
What one is that?
So just on the first page, and just straightforward con. What?
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And it was +0 as well, so I needed to get high.
you bung the hole and you just kind of go grit your teeth, and you can gradually see like the color drain from your face. But after a few moments, you acclimatized to this new situation and realized that you have, and it's actually provided you with a strange advantage that now you can paddle the boat from underneath as well as with your arms. So
Knew it would come in handy.
so
Why not?
you're gradually moving nearer to these people
And
that
a
are on the
little
boat.
bit faster as well.
And I shout out, "Please don't throw anything! Our boat's got a hole!"
I'm just sat there like,
I will try and pull them in with the rope.
You
You
pull
stop
the
using
rope
that
back
rope?
up, but it's wedged underneath. It's now through the boat and wedged underneath Killian. And make a strength check.
You don't want to
Please
spear
don't
her
spin
back.
to the boat.
And don't spear her back.
14.
14. So you pull, the rope kind of fizzes up past Killian's like
oh
thigh.
no, it's not coming out there, it's coming out here.
It was coming up between your legs.
Here.
There's a panicked look upon Killian's face as his manhood had very nearly shaved off with rope burn, and it clonks into the bottom, and you just kind of grin with
I'm
a
just gonna
kind of sick
sort of.
pleasure on your face.
Yes.
If I had anything to throw, I'd throw it at you.
So the boat's gradually getting nearer. Now, so yeah, the boat's now at the edge of this ice bridge. What are you guys doing?
Can I swing to the ice bridge from my precarious axe position?
Wait.
That was a beautiful sentence.
How did he and I was out there.
So Jackson slammed an axe into the ice. Dante jumped on, then daggered it to hang on with a dagger. So he's standing on the edge of the iceberg on an axe with a dagger. Like this.
Right, okay. I was just like, wait, how did he get into
so
that
you're
position?
going to make an acrobatics to try and get from your dagger to your ledge.
Yeah.
From your axe to your ledge.
And
11.
Are you taking the dagger with you?
I've got the one that missed, so I'm going to put that away, and I suppose I'll leave that one lodged in and just swing round, because I'm guessing if I try and take that thing out,
You
you're gonna
make it
drop me
with
in
the
the
loss of
water.
your dagger.
Cool.
So you're now on this kind of precarious, slippy ice bridge.
I'm going to try and slide straight into the boat.
Okay, so you're sliding down the edge of it, and you're heading towards these guys, kind of hotching. Are you hotching yourself, or are you sliding?
Just sort of scooting on my back.
Scooting.
Skeeting.
So you kind of scoot very inelegantly down and kind of end up in the boat, and the boat kind of rocks a bit like this, like with the weight of you getting on it.
Can Charles fly?
Charles can fly.
They take
Oh,
the bloody armour off and the captain's coat and everything else has got on over the top.
Can I kick him out the boat and tell him to fly?
You've got your tail stuck in a hole.
Yeah, I can't.
When I land on the
I'm
boat, can I just
blocking
sort of
his
stare
hole.
at him like?
So
Stare at Killian,
you're
like,
trying to convince. Okay, make a persuasion check. 'Cause Charles is like,
It's bloody freezing. Do you know how cold it is? I'm not taking off this captain's jacket or this coat
Dude,
or my armor.
seriously. Like, my tail
I can
is
see,
in ice water.
and I saw the look on your face. I don't think that was a very holy look on your face when that thing hit you.
Well,
pretty holy.
19.
oh, let's see if I can resist it. I bet I don't.
Please don't.
No, Charles is at
What did you get?
6.
Yes!
All right, bloody hell. All right.
So Charles, it takes because he's got armor and a cloak. It's going to take him 2 turns to get this off. What are you doing, Jackson?
So I need to go back down. Can I, if I'm going down the sort of
You need to go over my way, so you need to get up on your axe, grab my knife, and try and swing round.
Well, what I was thinking is if I go down the side of the boat, the sort of the barrier, the edge of it,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, would I be able to reach the slide from that point?
You probably have to step onto your axe, and then you can see that the axe is still embedded, the dagger's embedded, and you can swing yourself around the same method.
Okay.
Stop your begging. Tobias.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. So that was an acrobatics to get to the ice bridge.
So
Are you going to try? Remember, your axe is embedded as well.
Yeah, well, I was going to try and get onto the thing, then hold on to that and try and lean down and pull it out from there.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'm not trying to take it with me in this maneuver. I'm going to try and retrieve it.
Okay. So
Oh,
an acrobatics to get to the ice bridge. Then people say this is.
This is not going to go well. Just saying that now. Yeah.
Stop
acrobatics.
begging, Tobias, you fat man. You know.
I rolled 11, so 12.
So 12. So you slip off of the dagger, but manage to still keep purchase with your hands on the axe. So you've fallen down, so you're now hanging from the axe. Does that make sense? So you climbed onto the dagger, tried to grab the dagger, you lost your footing somehow, but fell and grabbed the axe. So now you're hanging from the axe. And the boat on the other side starts to creak and slide into the water more. Now about maybe a third of this deck is now below water.
Can I cut the rope that's hanging between Killian's legs, tie it to an arrow, shoot it into the iceberg next to him, and hopefully he can sort of shimmy along it?
Yeah, so you use your dagger, you snap a piece of you snap the rope with the dagger that you have remaining.
Yeah.
Make a ranged attack.
Roll a one and shoot.
It's just my dex, isn't it, that I had to for ranged?
Yeah, I believe so.
If you're proficient with it.
And then your
you're
proficiency, yeah, you might have a proficiency bonus because you're an elf.
Yeah, I think I did.
So it should be under actions on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
swipe over to your
yeah.
actions page.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So, ooh, 16.
16.
I get a +7 for shooting dicks.
Whoa, hey,
Nice.
that's awesome. So
That's useful to know.
yeah, straight into the ice just above where the axe is embedded.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to
Okay.
try and come back?
So in that case, can I let go with one hand, grab the rope,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing I'm going to be in the water.
Your feet are dangling above it at this point, so because the iceberg hasn't sunk any, and the axe was kind of you're maybe 8 foot
How-
embedded in. So maybe, how tall are you, Jackson?
6'6".
Yeah, fine. Yeah, you're above the water level. You're fine. You're hanging from this axe. The rope's above that. So you get onto that rope. You're holding the rope.
Well, what I'm thinking is if the boat's sinking that fast, it should be out the way soon enough that I could then use the rope to pull the boat in towards me, so I don't actually have to go across to the boat. I can bring the boat over to me.
Okay.
The little boat.
What? Yeah, pulling the rope that's attached to Dante's.
Yeah, so if I pull the rope rather than climb along it, I can pull the little boat in.
Okay, so you're just going to try and hang on for the moment while the boat sinks.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to have to make a strength check, I guess, because you're going to have to hold on anyway.
Okay.
Is the sorry? Please tell me the rope still isn't between my legs.
No, this is the rope that he's cut.
rope.
It's just there's like a fragment sticking up rather suggestively.
Although you might have looked slightly worried when I descended upon your manhood with a knife.
Yeah.
I'm Killian was female.
No, Killian is male.
Dragons, have you lifted up the tail and had a look?
Killian's male. My other one in the campaign that we're doing with my family is female.
Oh, right, okay.
It gets very confusing for me.
Get confused with Killian, I forget. Just a thought about the boat situation. If you pull the little boat towards the big boat and the big boat sinks, the water around the big boat will sort of suck the little boat into its vacuum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna know that.
That's why we're staying away from the big boat.
Yeah. So I wouldn't pull the little boat towards the big boat if I was you.
Well, no, I've given him the rope so he can shimmy along it. Hopefully.
Yeah. But
but it's up to Jackson what he does. So what was that strength check, Jackson?
7.
You don't hold on to the rope in the water. Con check, please.
Con check or save?
A check. So you're checking how you can deal with this. It's not something that's impeding you.
5.
Okay, you take 2 damage as you hit the ice water. And the boat begins to sink even more. You feel a pull on your legs as the mass of the boat goes down. Right. You guys see a guy hanging from a rope, suddenly lose his grip, slip, drop out of sight, the far side of this kind of iceberg, and half of the ship sinking down.
Is Charles still getting undressed?
Charles is now in just his armor. He's just taking his last bit of armor off.
Can I tell? Right. Charles?
Yeah.
You need to hurry your bird ass up. There is a guy in the water now because you're being slow.
I very much understand. There are a lot of clasps here, and they're quite fiddly, you know.
Right.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I will cut them off of you if I have to.
Do you do that?
Yes.
You cut the leather straps on Charles's armor off.
I don't care.
And
how
it drops
weird
down, and he is then revealed in full Charles form. Now, always you thought Charles to be rather a dumpy sort of kind of like a plump pigeon. He looks like normally, rather than the normal Aarakocra that you've seen before. But now, unbound from the shackles of clothes and vestments that he normally wears, and just a simple loincloth, and for some reason a kind of utility belt that is underneath all of this, he spreads his wings, and they are glorious. The blue plume that is always on top of his head, that kind of always fell down into his eye and kind of almost got in his way, and he had to keep sweeping back, is matched in this glorious pattern upon his wings that he gradually stretches out. And then he looks at you. What? I don't think that is the way to... Well, we'll talk about this later, Killian. And he flaps and takes off, and Killian he soars into the air, up and above, and he can look down, and he sees that Jackson is in the water, and he swoops for Jackson, and he's gonna. How much do you weigh, Jackson?
A fair amount.
Especially
Fair
with all the
amount.
bloody
But,
weapons.
you know, many weapons and random shit and stuff. Yeah, pretty heavy.
It's all right because good old Charlie rolled an 18, so he grabs you, and lifts you out of the water, and he's kind of flapping with you up. You're sodden, so you are really, really quite heavy now, and on top of your normal orcish, half orcish mass. What are you doing? He's got you by the sort of the back here somewhere with his clawed feet, his talons.
Really wanted him having like.
So I'm guessing you kind of grab my armor or shoulders or something.
He's grabbing the clothing and like your back,
Or
so
back.
like round the back of your ribs.
Okay.
So you're hanging kind of like a rag doll, like.
Like a bad puppy.
Yeah, like a bad puppy.
Well, I don't really want to fight against this because you get me out of the water.
Yeah.
Can you get me onto the bridge?
He's raising you up, and you can see the rope is just in front of you.
Okay, I'll try and grab for that then.
Yeah. So you got make a dex. You're in the cold.
6.
Sorry.
6.
You missed the rope again. But luckily Charles is going to make another strength check and see if he holds on to you because you're wiggling. You rolled a 19. So yeah, he still holds on to you despite your wiggling. And he's trying to rise in the air and get higher.
Aim for the bridge.
Okay, so
I made
it's
the
kind
comment, how could your mate do that the whole time? I didn't have to lose a dagger or an arrow. Come on.
Well, you've still got the rope attached to the arrow. You might be able to pull it out the wall.
So the boat is now, you're above the water, and the last of the boat starts going under and bubbling, and you can see that there is a huge dent in the water as it goes under, and you aren't sucked under by this immense pressure. Bubbles rise to the surface as the last remaining pockets of air are forced out of this sinking ship. And now the boat has, this little boat has clear passage.
Do we want to go get your friend and the guy who saved me?
We can go get your friend.
Well, he's your friend. I don't know the other guy. He just tried to braid me with a rope.
All right. We can go get the guy, but Charles can stay out of the boat flying.
You don't like the Birdman, do you? That's
No.
it, really.
No.
Fair. He seems pretty handy, though.
No.
We're a bit worried about the boat like sinking.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Well, there is a hole in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Killian, can you hurry up? This guy's ever so heavy.
So, Killian,
What have you been eating?
Killian and myself get the boat over towards the ice bridge and indicate to Jackson to make
Athletics with advantage, please.
Athletics.
No, for Killian, sorry. Killian,
Oh.
athletics with advantage for paddling and using tail underneath the water. Super speed.
Oh my gosh, right. 11.
You get underneath him, and Charles lowers this half orc onto the boat. The boat is now very low in the water, and you start seeing the water kind of, as much as you've sealed the edge with your posterior, the added pressure is now pushing that water through the gaps around the edges of your scales, and you're starting to take on a bit of water.
How much can your bird friend carry, I ask?
Are you asking him that?
I was asking them or him, whichever one wants to. I'm not very polite, apparently, because I've got a
He is
minus
no friend.
charisma.
Not
My charisma sucks, so I tend to be very abrupt.
He's not very strong.
Birdman, not friend.
Could he carry 130 pounds to your ship?
Not with what. Well, the thing is, all of his clothes are actually in the boat. How is that 130 pounds stored?
No, me. I'm 130 pounds. My character's 130 pounds. I'm a half elf.
He
Oh,
can
actually,
carry some
might be
of the.
I might be a smidge more actually with my stuff. All right, I'm 180. About 200 pounds.
He could carry you a little way, but he couldn't carry the distance to the main ship.
We need to make
Plus,
this
you
boat
don't.
larger.
Plus, you don't know that they have another boat right now.
Well, I kind of assumed when they turned up in a paddle boat that they didn't just paddle all the way out here to save us.
Elfie, how much do you weigh?
I don't know.
Sorry, it's a personal question, but
Elfie!
I love the way we're going with the calling people by their race now.
I always do.
Where would my weight be on here? I don't know.
Under it's under features and no, it's under description.
Description, yeah.
And then characteristics or appearance. I think is it appearance or characteristics?
It
Characteristics.
should just be characteristics. It should be right at the top of the description.
Oh, on the description. I've clicked on my face. Is that the right thing to click on?
No. Click on the waffle if you're on the app.
On the waffle, I love it. Click
On the waffle, then description.
I've gone out of it completely now. Hang on.
I can just hear my phone getting in, unplugged and plugged back in again on there, and it's like,
Oh, is that what keeps doing it?
yeah, sorry.
That's fair. I just
It's
didn't
the
know
only
what
way
it
I
was.
can. It's either I keep Pokemon Go on constantly on my phone,
Nice.
or I have to unplug it or plug it in to unlock it because I got sand in the lock button and it's now
Oh.
stuck. Yeah, so
£60.
yeah, can you carry her over to the boat?
Possibly, yeah. But minus, you'd have to like strip down to your skivvies probably, Sariel, because you've got your equipment on top of that.
Yeah, my equipment's not particularly heavy, is it?
It'll be on the equipment page. It'll tell you how much it weighs.
Okay.
It says weight carried top.
Yeah. So I'm carrying 88, which is
I'm
surprising
carrying-
considering how much I weigh.
85. So it's 85 plus whatever I just said.
So
60.
yeah, okay. So
145.
what's the
You're
what's
carrying more than you weigh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, wait, what?
Equipment is 85.5 actually for you guys. And weight
Okay.
is 60.
So what are you? What's the plan then here? What's the play?
I don't know what they're suggesting. What are you suggesting? Why not got to be carried over back over the boat?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Dante needs to explain what the idea is to the guys.
So
in the boat.
I was going to get him to carry me, but apparently I weigh too much, and you seem to be lighter. So if the Birdman can carry you, the elf, we should be able to float to wherever you came from, because I'm assuming you didn't paddle all the way here on this thing.
No, we didn't. We have got a main boat.
Yeah.
And in theory, if I can get back to the main boat, I can then use my cantrip again to clear passage, as you say.
I like this plan.
I like this plan.
I'm quite willing to carry Sariel. There's no trouble at all. Like, you're just a waif of a thing. I can pick you up, no problem.
It's either her or
Okay,
me,
so-
so.
Charles, would you mind carrying me back over to the boat? And then once I'm on the stern of our boat, then I'm going to do a cantrip and part the sea, so you can actually come off of your broken boat and walk over to our boat.
But we can only do that for 5 feet. Then we
Yeah,
have to
it's
get
only
back
5
into
feet
it.
that reaches. That you can only change a 5-foot cube. So you are making your way back to the boat. I'm going to need another athletics from you. Start heading towards the boat, and Charles is going to do.
Water out the boat.
Sorry,
Can you not move the water out the boat?
can you not move what out of the boat? Sorry, you're breaking up a bit.
The water.
Oh yeah, you could shape water out of the boat. That's a
I could shape water out the boat. Yeah, I'll do that before Charles takes me out then.
Okay.
I'll remove the water like a jet. It'll come off the little boat and then into the sea. So it's no longer, you're no longer sort of paddling in water on the actual boat.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only a temporary.
So the boat's now pretty dry, but keeps taking on water. So you think that, Sariel, you think that you might have to keep doing this several times, but you're going to have to kind of get Charles to swoop back to the boat because Charles moves faster than the boat at the moment with the athletics of Killian. Probably starting to feel some of the detrimental effects of the water.
23.
Oh no! Actually, the water has invigorated Killian, and the water is actually.
It was having that giant iron ring.
Yeah, smash into your genitalia. So
Did something to me.
You start paddling with quite ferocity. You're keeping pace with Charles and the aloft Sariel, but you can see Charles is flagging, and Charles says, "Sariel, I'm starting to lose grip. We need to maybe stop on one of these smaller ice floes here, just for a second. I can sort of shake it off. I haven't used my wings in so long. They've been trapped underneath all this armor and stuff. You know how it is." And you go down, and Sariel and Charles are now on this object, on this ice floe, and you're kind of paddling up towards them.
Can we actually see the other boat yet?
It's in view. Yeah, it's in view.
Can we somehow signal the other boat to try and come and get us now that our boat is fully sunk and not going to harm it?
It's too far to shout.
Bollocks.
Although they would be looking your way, maybe.
Yeah, can I sort of
just sort of wave
arms at it?
Okay.
Can I use my breath weapon and shoot it up into the air? Because I all know I've got it.
Oh, that's good. You're
What
like
is your breath weapon? Is it ice? This one?
It's ice.
Oh,
why didn't you just freeze the water in front of us? So we just walked from the boat
Hey,
to your boat.
I forgot about it. All right.
You forgot your very heritage.
Yeah. Because I thought it was acid, which is my other one, and I was like, oh, I can just shoot a bunch of acid into the air or something.
I could have sworn
It rains down and sinks the boat.
No. This one is ice. My
Rain
other...
down, covered us in acid while we scream.
Yeah. This one's ice. My other one's acid, which is where I keep getting them confused. So
Well,
I
okay,
apologise.
You really should write a completely different character, shouldn't you?
What are you doing? You're aiming up in the sky above you?
Maybe aim behind us or something so we don't, I don't know.
Well, how far away is the boat?
It's kind of hard to guess, but you'd probably say it's about, I don't know, it's too far to shout. So 100, 200 foot, maybe.
Oh, okay then.
It's a long way off.
Do you reckon you can hit the mark?
It's only a 15-foot range.
No, Dante, do you reckon you can hit the mark?
What, shoot it with an arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could try.
I love that. That was just a really weird, like, spinning motion. I was like, oh.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I can shoot it. It's within range.
What's the range in your arrows?
150 feet.
I'd say, yeah, you can get near the boat. Yeah, go for it.
That's the standard. I think the full range is 600 feet.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can definitely reach it. I'm going to say you're going to make it with disadvantage though, because the boat is rocking quite a lot. You've got a lot of people in a small boat,
so
and a hole in it, blocked by a dragonborn.
Is that I've rolled 2 and I have to take the smallest?
The lowest. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. You still put your modifier on.
Right, let's do this. Bollocks. So I got a 5, so 7, 8, it's 12.
Falls short, falls into the water.
Is that rolling twice and you took the smaller value?
Yeah, I got a 15 and a 5.
Oh, that sucks.
Got more arrows, just keep doing it.
Should I just shoot it again?
Yeah.
Okay, someone else's turn. So it's going to be Sariel. We're on this ice floe. Can you make a perception check for me?
Oh no, what's in the water?
It's him. It could be anything.
Yeah. There's always something in the frigging water.
We should have learned last time to stay out of the water.
What happened last time?
Oh. We got attacked by a whole load of like evil piranha-like fish
Yeah.
that almost killed Charles, viciously attacked me.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like we should have learned from
Let's
last
hope they
time.
don't have cousins.
Yeah, yeah, bigger versions.
Oh, sorry, I'm just failing with the accent. Bear with me. Come out.
Yeah.
I'm having phone issues, sorry.
I thought I heard Madam.
She'll right. Just leave it.
I don't know. I thought I heard her. I was like,
Perception, yeah?
Yes, please.
8.
8. You don't notice anything, but Charles says,
Cereal. You see that ice over there?
Mhm.
That seems to be.
Moving.
It doesn't seem to be moving in the same way that the rest of it is. Like there's something moving with it or beside it. It's coming this way.
and that for a minute is where we're going to take a midway break. So
Oh God.
top up your drinks, have a
this
wee,
is what he normally does. It's like, no!
have a wee, have a top up your drinks, and we'll do it there. And I'll stop the recording
Okay.
for a minute.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Yeah, go
Cool.
for it.
Yeah.
So what? 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
As long as it takes
cool.
I was drinking away normally.
Yeah.
And the
Right.
weird thing swimming towards us.
Yeah.
So, do you guys want to make? So I would like Dante, Jackson, and Killian to do perception checks, please.
Somebody
Weird
else.
things. That is not fair.
What?
Perception.
Well, Charles has seen it. He's standing on the iceberg.
Oh, that's all right then. Right, perception,
A
perception.
small piece of
No.
ice floe.
7.
10.
15.
7.
7, 15. 17.
You sense more than see because you're facing towards the boat, but you feel a weird flow in the water underneath with your tail,
Right.
and that makes you glance over your shoulder and you see the ice moving strangely behind the boat. The other guys, you haven't seen anything yet?
Great.
I
It's
miss
going to be
it
a dragon,
then.
isn't it? It's going to be a dragon.
It's gonna be an ice dragon, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Please say it's not one of my lot. Do you need to plug your phone in? You can use
So I've got
mine.
this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is where we need that USB thing that you got.
Come on, tell me. Tell me what's going on.
What?
What's going on, Killian?
I tell the other guys that I can feel something and I've noticed something in the water.
So when
Where?
pointed out to you, you do also see that the ice seems to be kind of moving away. There's a rippling in the
wave.
water, and a slight bow wave rocks the boat.
Mm.
Oh no.
I
And
think we need
Charles
to get
shouts,
out that water. pronto.
Guys, can you look behind you? There's something strange going on.
I ready an arrow.
We know.
okay. So then, right where the boat you were on and the iceberg sank,
Mm.
rises from the water a head the size of a small car, comes up, that's the nose, the snout, and bites, crushes, and wood splinters the remnants of the boat, maybe, and the corpses that were in it are smashed apart. This body rises up, a great, long, thin, elegant neck rises up, and attached to that long neck is a body and fins, and it splashes back down into the water, and it's some sort of scaled beast.
It's a frickin' mosasaur.
One of us knows what it is.
Nature checks, everybody, I guess.
Ooh, I can do that.
Yes.
Nature. Oh no.
I'm guessing Jackson's probably got the best one because Jackson's the most travelled.
I got 14.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
That's not good. Hang on. I've got a +4 on this, so I should be. Bloody app just crashed again.
16.
Okay. Hold on, we'll just get it from everyone because it's kind of a group one, this one. So
Yeah. I had a 2 in it, I think. Yeah, I had a +2.
Oh,
I got 12, so I got
23.
Yes.
Nice.
okay, with your combined cereal, you pretty much know that this is some sort of thing from long ago. That not was that you've heard that there are places on the planet where you can dig for this creature's bones.
Mm-hmm.
This is
So it's more. Is it more like a dinosaur?
this is something possibly prehistoric. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the Loch Ness monster?
Your character has no idea what the Loch Ness monster is because they're not
Very
from
far from home.
I just stare at her funnily and go, where the hell is Loch Ness? And why is it?
What are this?
Loch Ness is not on Earl.
What are this?
Okay. What do you do, guys? Charles grabs cereal and we are unarmored and we have no weapons and armor. So Charles is going to grab cereal and try and pelt it for the boat.
Right. Okay.
Do
So
me and
you
Jax
grab-
want to lean over the side and paddle like it's the last thing that will keep us
Well,
alive?
I'm actually thinking it might be better not to paddle
Mm.
and just
It
like
just
lay dead in the
Hate
water.
to shit.
Yeah, but it might now be full.
Yeah.
If we kind of lie dead in the
It's
water,
definitely going to have a toothache after getting all those splinters.
And it's got quite a big body, which means it's probably got quite a big stomach.
Hmm.
Which means you've probably got space for a boat and quite a few other creatures in there.
Okay,
I want to shoot it, but I also don't because then it knows we're here.
Yeah, and it's like if we're still though, like I'm with Jackson on this. If we're still and don't move,
Yeah, but you do know you're the one whose tail's sat in the water dangling about.
yeah, but
the
I'm
whole
not
boat
doing
with all
anything.
Fit in its gob.
Dante, haven't you got a talk to animals skill?
I don't.
No.
I'm really bad with animals. Well, I've got animal handling as +2, but I don't have any spells that can let me talk to them. So I can yell at it, but it's not going to like it.
I can talk to it on your behalf if you like, because I've got to talk to animals.
But you won't really be talking to it. You'll be yelling at it from the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've grabbed cereal and I'm flying further. But again, I'm going to have to stop halfway. So Charles picks you up and the wings are really stiff on Charles. I'm so sorry, cereal. I'm so out of practice. I haven't been able to do this. Well, you know, you've never seen these bad boys out. So he flies a little bit further and
Did you seriously just call them bad boys?
Charles referred to his rings as bad boys. Yeah. And we're about another kind of 15 meters towards the boat.
Right.
Have you landed on another iceberg?
We're on another kind of flow of ice yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you closer to the thing or where the boat was, or are you further away from it than we are?
You are closer to it at the moment, but you are making decent headway towards it. You're only probably about now with that last athletics check because you were paddling like crazy, and you, unless you're telling me you stopped.
Yeah, we've stopped because I don't like I think like any motion in the water, like the boat was
We're dead in the
clearly-
water.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
I think what Jackson said was like, you know, just stay still, because if we try and make like motion in the water,
Mhm.
it's gonna try and it's gonna notify the creature that we are here.
Okay.
So I think if we just kind of
Can I
be still.
shoot an arrow like 50 or so feet to our like left or right? to distract it. If we're not moving, hopefully it'll think the arrows are us.
Okay, so the boat comes to slows down. With the original motion of your boat, it's still dragging forwards, and your tail's still dangling in the water, and you can feel these weird currents, like violent motions beneath the water as you can, and a frothing in the area where that half of the boat was. And you assume this boat and creature is thrashing about with the remnants of this boat and crew and whatever's inside, trying to get like the wrapper off of a really, really difficult, delicious morsel.
Dragon Man, paddle, Dragon Man, paddle.
Go!
And you're firing your arrow? Dan?
I'm shooting it like out to sea, so it thinks we're over there.
Okay, okay, make a ranged attack then.
15.
15. So it sails out and lands in the water, but it doesn't seem to have any effect immediately on that creature at its current state.
Cool. I'm going to stop doing that because I don't want to waste any more arrows.
Good decision.
Okay, Charles, Sario, you want to do anything?
Can I try and talk to the dragon?
Thing.
How far's the range?
I am having a look. Oh, it'll be on a... Oh, I haven't got that anymore, have I? Got rid of that and put something else in.
Oh dear.
I have got it. Ritual spell speak to animals. Yeah, I have still got it.
But you've got to do it as a ritual. How long does it take?
Oh, God.
You're not going to be doing that hanging from the...
Yeah.
10 minutes.
You haven't got 10 minutes. Just hold on, Charles, while we sit on this iceberg and let me set up some candles, some incense. Get this going.
A few crystals.
Though, what does animal handling do?
That would be
That's
if you're
normally like
next to the
horse
animal,
riding.
if you think you can tame a prehistoric dinosaur.
Oh my God, is it that? Ah.
Sorry, go again, Lou. You blacked out.
I don't know. Let's just, with me and I'll say to Charles, I think we better get back on the ship and then we'll formulate a plan.
Okay.
So I've asked Charles to lift me back up for the third time.
Charles gets a cramp in his wing and is unable to fly anywhere this time. Oh, I'm so stiff. Samuel, just bear with me. I've got to do a couple of stretches. And so Charles starts doing squats.
Okay. That's my turn then while I'm waiting for Charles to finish his squats.
So your boat is still drifting and you
So
sense that
it looks like it's quite occupied with the remains of our boat, yeah?
Yeah.
I just scream at the dragon lady to paddle.
Can you
Dragon Man.
kind of try to paddle sort of gently, so like ease the oars in, so almost sort of making as little turbulence as possible. So you go slower, but
okay,
It
yeah.
seems
Yeah.
preoccupied, though. I don't think it's going to notice us.
Okay, make a who's paddling?
Me.
There are two
Current.
oars still. So
if we can pull, I'm happy to paddle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if necessary, I'll paddle.
okay.
It's like
so,
I've still got my tail in the water.
yeah.
So if we get
You can
attacked,
steer.
it's going to be me first.
If we get attacked, the entire boat with us in it is gonna go. It doesn't matter if your tail's in its mouth first.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Your tail
Um,
might tickle the thing at the back of its throat before.
So are we going for speed or silence?
Silence.
I say go for
I vote
speed
silence.
until it stops, and then go for silence.
Okay, so whoever's got the paddle, who's paddling at Jackson and
I think it's Jackson.
Jackson, make a dex. So you're going to be at a slow, sort of sleight of hand, I'm going to say, because you want to be. It's kind of like stealth.
Not stealth.
No, because you're putting the oar in the water, kind of like sleight of handly. It's your movement of your hands that are
To be honest, stealth would have been the same check anyway.
okay.
18 to 19.
Oh yeah. So you
Yay!
start moving, and the boat almost doesn't, like the oar doesn't even break the water. It just cuts in like a knife as you start moving the boat gradually forwards at this very
I quietly
measured
whisper,
pace.
"Well done."
What are you doing, Gillian?
Steering using my tail.
Ah, okay. So you're angling the boat, just very gentle movements.
Yeah. Very.
I'm staring at the dinosaur thing, waiting for the froth to stop, and when it does, I'll let them know.
So we've got someone on lookout, someone steering, someone rowing. This
Yeah.
is great. Teamwork, guys.
I'm just sitting there waiting for Charles to stop stretching.
Doing squats.
Charles to pick you up this time, and again, finds another about 15 feet. His wings still aren't like really very far away. He's really.
You're cutting out, Pete. Say that again.
You up again. You fly a little further. And he's looking for another sort of ice bow to put you on. You have an ice bow. Check for me.
Sorry, you cut out again.
Yeah, you cut out again. Is that deck? Do you want to do a deck?
Sorry, dex check.
Deck check. Pete, I don't know what's happened, but your
Yeah, your mic's
audio's
gone to hell.
Correctly. Right. How about
No,
now?
you're still pretty lousy.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No.
Our Wi-Fi's cutting in and out, so we've got a storm on the way.
That's better. I can hear.
How about now?
Yeah.
That's better.
Right.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry guys. Where we are, our Wi-Fi cuts out quite suddenly if
The storm comes
there's
in.
a storm on the way or the weather changes suddenly.
I've got 18 on deck.
Okay, the ice floe that you land on is unbalanced, but you manage to not slide in the water, and you kind of ride it back by spreading your legs wide on this piece of ice that's rocking in the water now. But you've managed to keep your balance on this one, and Charles is kind of flapping above, keeping his pace. You guys on the boat, how you doing?
How's the dinosaur doing? Is it still frothing and making loads of
Insight check.
insight is 13.
The foam is gradually slowing.
Guys, stop. Stealthy now.
Okay. Stealth checks, and I guess for a lot of you three.
10.
10.
Guessing not make them in a different place.
You need to get something pretty blinding.
I apparently yelled when I wasn't supposed to.
You know? It just suddenly went, dinosaur! What is it?
+0, but got a 19.
19. So it's a group stealth check. You feel with your tail that the motion has changed under the water. And it's not quite so violent this time.
Oh, bugger. Said Dante.
You've got to tell them. You haven't told them that that's happened.
Oh yeah, the motion's changed.
Oh, bugger.
Okay, Charles is going to again try and... now, you know what? Charles is going to try and do something different because he obviously isn't feeling very fit today.
What do you mean
He's
today?
never feeling he's never feeling very fit.
It was a back of us running away, and then he's normally tripping over a dozen times before he gets run away. He gets caught in a spider web.
Charles has an amazing idea, and he looks at where the iceberg is,
Uh-huh.
and he, or one of the other icebergs in near where the you saw the dinosaur's head rise up and bite, and he casts thaumaturgy and makes that piece of ice vibrate and move in the water
Dude,
and
seriously.
shake. So you see this. So you guys on the boat see a piece of ice off to your right, off to the sort of port side of the boat, start shaking and vibrating.
There's another one, Dante screams.
Oh,
Not
right.
knowing it's a spell.
Shit!
So, then somebody puts their hand over Dante's mouth. Shut him up.
And what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you starting to paddle again? What's the?
Yeah, so I'll paddle away from that, so more to the left.
Okay, so you start paddling more, and you're heading towards the boat. You going fast or slow? How are we doing this?
If that's relatively violent, I'm gonna speed up. So I'm gonna go for it.
And you're going with the tail?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going pretty fast. You're cutting through the water at a reasonable speed now.
I'm watching between the two, the very vibrating iceberg and where I think the dinosaur
Very
is.
vibrating iceberg.
You see that the water ripple beside of that, like on a motion between the original iceberg that you were on and the back crests of the back of this creature crests out of the water and dives back down. You assume it's going down to maybe come up and clasp.
It's just dived, I whisper.
Hello, I whisper.
Okay, so you guys.
Can I ask a question? How far is Cyril and Charles from the boat now, and how far?
We're only about 30 feet now, probably.
From our boat or away
From the big boat.
Ah, cool.
And
Right.
how far are we away from the big boat?
50 to 60 feet away, maybe now.
Shit.
Okay.
Right.
Is there any weapons on that ship? Do you have like ballista or cannon or anything?
No.
Trebuchet, ballista. Any dinosaur killing experts?
No.
I have a catapult.
That could be handy.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you packing that?
I think it's just.
I have a catapult spell.
Oh, spell?
Yeah.
What's that?
Did you not see it?
It's a spell that throws something loose and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It throws like a loose boulder or something. As if
Yeah.
You've got
to
it
throw
on
back
your
out.
on a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So how did you not know about that?
Because I didn't see what you updated your spells to when you did
Oh.
your spells when you leveled up.
Oh yeah, because I didn't tell you.
You level up, didn't you?
Okay.
So yeah, so paddling for all I'm worth of the bigger boat.
Yeah. Okay. So you see the waves break, and again, this huge head comes up and swallows this whole piece of ice floe that's vibrating and crashes back down. But as it comes back down in the water, its eye turns and glances right at the boat.
Can I shoot it in the eye as it sinks?
Come on, make a ranged attack.
Oh no, you antagonized it.
Gonna kind of let that go in as a surprise round. Like,
16.
okay, let me check. I haven't looked at this thing. Hold on. Shit, where is it?
I should not have thought.
Oh, for some reason, lost my encounter. I had it saved on here. Hold on, guys. Let's get this encounter up.
Okay.
Well, the second it saw us, I may as well shoot at it.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Dante actually stood on the ship, the little boat where you stare at him like you shoot at the fucking thing.
I'm trying to come to plan.
Ow.
Okay, what was that hit roll? Sorry.
16.
Yeah, it hits.
Yay.
Can I roll a nature to sort of look into the back of my mind to see if I can think of any ways of defeating this animal?
Yeah, okay. What was your damage, Dante?
It was, spare me. Where's my 8? Five.
Okay. It goes in, it kind of hits it beside its eye, and it screeches, it closes and spits out the huge chunk of ice, flies up in the air out of its mouth. You've made it cough up its mouthful, and it flies off, but lands in the sea beside you, harmlessly, missing the boat, thankfully.
Thank God for that.
And it kind of recedes under the water in a rage.
You prick.
I think I pissed it off.
Yeah, I think you might have pushed it off.
Okay, so Charlie's going to try and lift Serial for the last bit to the boat.
Come on, Chuck.
Come on, Charles, you can do it.
Charles just hasn't got any athletics in him today. He's just being really...
He never has athletics.
No, he can't lift you anywhere, so you're stuck on this wobbly ice floe.
Are we
Okay,
going
I'm-
past her to get to the boat?
You're drawing level with that iceberg now at the speed that you're paddling, so you're coming up to the edge of the boat, guys.
I've rolled nature to 22 to find out whether I can think of any way of defeating the dragon.
Okay. You look at this creature and you think it's such a hardy creature that it probably isn't vulnerable to very much at all.
Oh,
Like
brilliant.
you don't think it has any specific weaknesses.
So it's not particularly, we can't sort of outrun it. I'm just wondering if we get to the boat, whether we can outrun it.
You look at, you know the shape of it, you've seen it come up. You believe that as fast as your small pirate, your smuggling sort of slaver ship is for those quick journeys between mainly small continents and stuff, small island hopping type journeys are very brief, but it is so aerodynamic that it would cut through the water and easily catch up with you.
So let me get this straight. We can't, even if we can
Can't
get
kill
to
it.
the boat,
Can't outrun it.
we can't outrun it.
No, I didn't say you couldn't kill it. I said it has no specific vulnerability.
Ah.
So I think we're going to have to attack it in one way or another. What damage did it receive from getting an arrow in the eye?
I got 5 damage I did to it.
5 damage to it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I should have asked this. Are we doing the bloodied? If something drops to half health, it let us know it's bloody.
I'm saying, yeah, if you,
Of some kind of, I don't know what you'd use, but
there'd be a hint. Yeah, there'd be a
cool.
kind of notice of damage.
Cool. I just wasn't sure, so I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Sorry.
Idiot was doing something. So you're on the boat. An arrow's hit this thing. It's sunk below the water. Charles still can't lift Sarah. He's tried again. Can't get him off. You're drawing level. He's just
Brilliant.
pelting it towards the boat.
So we're level with Cyril and
Drawing level. You're heading past them now.
Okay.
Ian?
Are we
Sorry.
leaving her there?
Hello,
Yeah.
Killian?
what? Wait, what was that? There was like 2-3 people talking all at once. My brain can't process. Go again.
Hello, Killian.
Yeah.
I have a thought.
Yeah.
Could you send up, shoot at it? Oh, it's not acid, is it? It's bloody ice.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could shoot up acid and I could set fire to it. And that would be like a, but that's not going to work.
No.
Have you got oil on the boat?
Have we got oil on the boat?
Make a wisdom check to kind of who Sario and Killian and Charles can make a. Well, who are you asking? You're asking Killian. Make a wisdom check.
Well, yeah, I'm asking the boat.
Yeah. With Charles and Sario.
19.
I was going to say Charles and Sarah aren't on the boat.
No, no, so we can't make it. So
right. What was it?
You're not on the boat yet, are you?
no, they're on their little boat.
But if we know there's oil on the big boat, the bird guy, Charles, obviously I don't know his name yet, so the bird guy can fly and get it for us.
Killian is unsure and hasn't investigated the rest of the ship's hold as to what is on the boat.
Sorry, I only got a 5.
Can I roll it? Because can I not shout to them and tell them?
Sorry, say again.
Can I not tell them with the? If I roll a wisdom, can I not? Tell them?
You've been hanging up in the nest too much, doing the lookout, being all elfy.
Being wealthy.
Being all wealthy.
Charles could have a go.
Go on then, Charles.
Go on, Charles.
You're already up, Charles.
There are a couple of barrels in the lower part of the boat. Yes, they contain some sort of liquid, but I'm not unsure what they were.
Okay. Carry on paddling to the big boat.
Okay.
Is it close enough that we can shout to it yet?
Yeah. You can actually see the crew on the boat.
Oi, wankers, come and get us. Oh, yeah.
Make a persuasion check, I guess. Or you intimidating or persuading? Was that raised?
Uh,
I just glare at him if he says it. Like,
I failed miserably. I got 7.
They throw
Get
a rock.
the barrels from the bottom of the boat. Get them onto deck. We'll be there in a sec.
So what are you doing, Killian?
Are you going to try and persuade him too?
They're just kind of looking at you blankly, and they look to Killian.
do as he says.
They run. they run like as fast as anything, and you see some of them go below deck, and some of them are starting to point at the water. They've got a higher sort of vantage point to look down, and they can they're pointing at the water, shouting, and Flick's pedigree flies over to you. It's coming! It's coming! It's right behind you! Battle! Battle!
We paddle.
Okay. So
We move.
okay, a strength for Jackson and yourself.
Can I reach over the side and paddle with you?
Yes, with your hand. Okay. Yeah, go on. You can assist, kind of thing. So yeah, strength. You can assist one of them, so they get advantage.
I got a nat 1.
Okay, you absolutely don't help at all.
So I got a 2 at best.
You actually paddle the wrong way.
I got 9
Okay.
on strength.
13.
13. With your forcing against the guy paddling the wrong way, you make it to the edge of the boat, and the guys on the boat have already thrown a rope ladder down to you. This is a sturdy ladder, and you manage your. This is going to be tricky because you're plugging the boat.
So she's got to go. He's got to go
Elfboy,
last.
up you go.
I jump onto the thing and climb up.
Okay, you're aboard the deck.
It's a rope ladder, yeah?
Yeah.
So
I'm an
can
old
I
man.
stand on the rope ladder,
Yeah.
so hold it, stand on the bottom, and then lower down a hand to sort of lift up the dragon onto the ladder as well?
Don't worry, I've got it sorted.
Okay, are you trying to do that and pull him?
Yeah.
Or are you said that? Don't worry, you got it sorted. Okay,
Yeah.
go on. So what he says he's got it sorted, Jackson.
Okay, I'll climb onto the boat then.
Ready your boat.
I fly out of the hole.
You haven't got wings.
I do?
You don't have wings. He doesn't have.
Yes, he does.
No, Dragonborn hasn't got wings.
He hasn't got
I
wings.
think you
Since
can
when
get
has he
them
not
about
had
level
wings?
10 or so.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, you
that's
get them a
so-
lot later.
yeah.
Fine, I just pull my ass out the hole.
Okay.
And jump.
And jump.
And
Okay.
jump.
So as you, I'm going to make a dex
Oh.
or an acrobatics, whichever you've straight dex or
I think
acrobatics.
you're better at Dex, aren't you?
No, they're both shit.
So it's going to be the same roll unless you're proficient in acrobatics.
Yeah.
12.
12. You manage to grab the rope, but your legs are in the water. So can you make a con check?
17.
Okay, yeah, you're not unaffected by it again because you now your feet are in. Your tail was used to it. Your feet are in. You're fine. You're hanging on, and you
I
manage
look
to
at
pull.
Jackson and go, did he say he's got that? Because he doesn't look like he got it.
I'm a stubborn shit, okay?
So you climb up. Your tail is like blue now, absolutely sort of frosted and like very like barely able to move. So
I'm a white dragonborn.
yeah, you got resistance to ice. That's like yeah, but it's still cold. It's been in water for quite some time. Charles is going to try and do this last desperate flap to get him and Sariel off this ice thing.
We might be joining you soon, so you know.
Yeah.
Come on, Charles, you can do it.
You'd hope he would be able to do it. He's like made like six athletics checks and sucked that over.
Has he not got guidance?
A natural one. So Charles tries to pick you up, Sariel, and drops you, and you land again, rocking on this iceberg. Roll for a dex.
Oh. Charles, you're fucking useless.
Does he not have the cantrip guidance?
What has he got?
No, he doesn't.
He might have. Like,
11.
Can he cast guidance on himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just gives him an extra D4 on his athletics check.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so you slide into the water. Can you make a con check, Lee? Sorry.
3.
Oh no. 6 damage from the ice.
All right.
So you guys are looking over the boat, over the edge of the boat, and you see that you see this winged birdman drop an high elf into the water effectively near a giant dinosaur.
I look at the dragon and say, you did say you don't like the bird guy, right?
Yes.
Do we want to use him as bait?
I think he's using the elf, isn't he?
When he's rescued the elf, yes.
Cool.
We rescue the elf first.
Is there
Okay,
any...
the guys come up from below deck with these barrels. They're unlabeled.
Can't do much.
How much is our little boat sinking?
That's pretty much below the water now. Like it's like round the top of the. You can only see like the outer ridge of the boat.
Okay, well, when the first barrel gets up, I'm going to see what's in it. I'm just going to literally smash in the top with a hand axe.
Okay, you smash into it. Can you make a attack roll?
14.
And then a damage.
4.
Okay, so it goes in and stabs, and you pull. The top comes away with the axe,
Okay.
and there's some sort of thick tar type black stuff in there.
Lick it.
Is it with you? Anything that's like liquid, you're like, drink it, lick it, taste it.
It was you that made me eat the gingerbread. It was your fault.
It was me that got.
I would like to investigate it if I think it would be flammable.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Make an investigation check.
10.
You are unsure what it does, but there is a smell to it that is familiar.
Can I check it out?
Yeah, go.
Lick it.
Stop licking it.
I did not do well.
Okay, you don't know what it is either. Then.
Get a
Shall I?
rope to the, throw a rope to the elf and pull her in. And I'm going to pick up the barrel that's open now and go to the front of the boat, or whichever direction our boat is, to the dinosaur thing.
Okay.
I'd just like to add that I've got great bonfire, so we can make some sort of bomb to get the dragon.
Yeah, so do I.
Out of the bloody water.
Okay.
Shall I do the rope to the arrow and shoot it at the elf thing? Or is she far? Is she close enough that I throw it?
Yeah.
Oh, not at me.
Well, I was going to shoot it into the iceberg behind you.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Yeah, go for it, Dante.
16.
Yeah, cool. So that's a good shot. So it sails into the thing, hits the iceberg. Lou, you can, Sariel, you can grab onto it. And now someone needs to try and reel Sariel in, ideally.
I'll do it because they're playing with oil apparently.
Hey.
So I'm just trying to reel her in.
Yeah, do a strength for us.
My strength.
20.
No, sorry.
I got 19 plus 1, 20.
Oh yeah, perfect. So you reel her in, pull her up the side of the boat, and then Charles sees this and swoops over and lands on the boat. And he's standing there absolutely naked, pretty much, apart from this loincloth. And says, like, where's my stuff go? Did any of you happen to have grabbed my things?
No.
Dante forgot and now has fallen on the floor laughing.
He stands there like aghast, looking at from each of you, but then is distracted by the sound of this, the back of the beast breaking the water, coming close to the boat, and you hear a as it kind of rocks the whole of the big boat that you're now on.
Oh, God.
So is that the back of the boat?
It's hit the side of the boat, so you were sailing towards the side of it.
Okay. I want to sort of hoist this out and try and spread oil over the surface of the water on that side.
And on,
Say again, Dante.
I was going to say, try and hit its back. I yell at Jax.
Okay, so ranged attack then, I guess. Or no, yeah, ranged attack, I say.
Right?
I don't know.
12.
It's a strength, isn't it? You're hiking it over the side, so 12 plus whatever your strength bonus is.
So that it would be 14 with strength.
Okay, so you get the barrel over the side. You manage to. Are you tipping the? Are you chucking the whole barrel or just pouring?
I'm chucking the whole barrel. I basically want to. I mean, if it'll smash on the thing, great. But I want to try and coat the sea with oil. I'm not pouring it down the side of the boat. I don't want to set fire to a boat that we're on.
It hits the back of the beast and cracks, and starts spreading out. And you believe some of it sticks and goes onto this creature as it dives under the rest of the boat, and then vanishes and is now going to the other side of the boat, to the port side of the boat.
We need to get this boat moving like as fast as we can, and then I'm going to look around for a lantern or a torch or something that I can.
I've got a tinderbox, so I can try and light it.
Well,
I may actually be able to help, chaps. With my goddess has blessed me with the ability to cast a sacred flame. Would that be of assistance to you guys?
yeah.
Yes.
I know. Can you set fire to the oil?
Right now?
Yeah.
Maybe wait for the monster and try and aim for the monster with it and try and set it back on fire.
Okay, I'll wait for the monster to pop up again. Yes, okay, sure.
So
I will pick up the other barrel, ready to throw that as well.
okay, so you're ready. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Can I get an arrow, wrap some cloth around it, and light it on fire with my tinderbox? So
With
I've
your
got a fire
tinderbox.
arrow.
There's some sailcloth around that you could probably use as that. What are you using as your ignition source? Some of the oil?
My tinderbox.
Okay, so you just lit without any propellant.
I was just trying to get the rag on fire, so if I shoot
Okay.
it at something, then it will
Yeah,
burst.
okay. That's pretty much a standard thing. You can set a fire. Anybody can set a fire. So there's an
I'm
hour
hoping
fire
that.
on the end of your arrow. There's fire
yeah,
on the end of
bollocks.
an arrow.
Has anyone actually checked to see if this stuff lights on fire?
No.
No.
You want to try that before the monster comes back up again?
Probably a good idea.
I don't think it's going to make much difference.
He's got a point. If it
I'm
doesn't
still
work,
throwing a
we
barrel at the
work.
monster.
We die on fire.
I'm still doing it.
Jackson's literally become Donkey Kong. Okay, so as that ripple of the boat has moved, you look out and under deep you see the creature come again towards the boat. This time it rises, and I want you to roll for initiative.
All of us.
Yeah, everybody, it's back time.
I got 6.
Hold on, let me put you in the thingy. It's loading now. Can I have a dice?
I've gone that one.
8. Plus...
I could do with some more health, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, to be fair, I've not dropped below half, so I'm still.
I have.
9. What did you get, Serio?
I'm not doing the initiative bit yet. Sorry, hang on.
Okay, Killian. What's
15.
your initiative? Sorry?
15 I got.
15. Killian.
11.
Jackson.
15 as well.
And Dante was.
I got 6 because I rolled a 3.
You actually got more than the monster, so.
Oh, fair.
Unless it's got any bonuses. Hold on.
This is when it has an initiative of like 5. We're all screwed.
Right. Okay, so the creature rises up out of the water. Jackson, what do you do?
I am going to try and smash a barrel into its mouth.
Okay, so we're going to make you, because it's a chuck kind of thing and it's quite near, I'm going to just let you make a, like an unarmed attack kind of thing at it. You're kind of just smashing it over its head. Well, you're kind of armed with a barrel, you know what I mean?
Can't, is nobody setting fire to it?
It's got to go in initiative order now because it's the kind of fight.
14.
14. It smashes on the creature and it's covered in this slick stuff. And it can you roll a D6 for like a bludgeoning damage or something?
Does it get the strength?
Yeah, it'll get your strength modifier to it as well. So
7.
like 7. Okay. So that's you're going to do anything else? So you haven't moved.
I'm going to pull out my maul just in case if it is going to be close enough to swing out next round. So I've got it ready.
Yeah, you're ready. Okay, cool. Sarah, what are you going to do? What are you going to get this monster with?
I am going to use my bonfire spell, and I am going to shoot a big ball of flame at the bit of his body that's got covered in this tar-like stuff, and hope it is tar and it won't hurt.
So you're going to create a bonfire on the monster?
Yeah.
Okay, so that happens because it's instantaneous and at will. Can you roll the damage?
Yeah, I'm just going to find it. Hang on. Oh, 8.
8, okay. And then a D. a D6. You say 8 was the damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the 6. No. I managed to roll 3 D6s. I've buggered that up completely now.
Just roll them all. Yeah, roll 3 D6.
See what happens.
2.
2. It didn't catch if the substance was flammable at all. It hasn't caught on fire. Killian, what are you doing?
Can I get anything ready for the next go as well?
You could ready your scimitar and stuff if you wish to.
How close is this thing to the boat?
It's kind of risen up beside the boat, like looking kind of down on the boat.
So how far away is it from the boat? From me?
From you, did you run across the boat? You can move across the boat. You were still the other side of the boat. You were on the starboard side, so
I was with the oil.
you climbed up, got the port. He grabbed the barrels. We threw one way, run the other way. You were standing. What are you doing now? You can move towards the edge of the boat if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you move up to the port side of the boat. That's no problem.
And then attack it with my dagger?
I would not
Why not?
think that you can reach with a
You
dagger.
could probably
With
throw
a
it.
dagger.
You could throw it.
It's 20.
You could
20
throw
foot
it. You
range.
could use it as a range attack, but then you lose your dagger.
Can I hit it with firebolt?
Yeah, you can try and attack it with your firebolt spell. So yeah, make your attack roll.
Is that with that
And
one?
that may set fire to the stuff as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Is that with that one?
D20. Yeah, and then and what if it says plus on your attack
Yeah.
bit? Yeah.
7?
You shoot a bolt of fire and it soars straight past the creature's head. And it kind of looks
Sorry.
Today, aren't we?
and it cauterizes the wound from Dante's arrow.
Sorry.
Okay.
Charles is up next. So Charles,
Sorry. I need
okay,
to
so it's got to do a dex saving throw. Jeez. Okay.
Why?
The creature's got to do a dex saving
Oh.
throw.
These are Charles one. Charles is like, I'm so bad at this.
I've got myself.
Casting his own spell. That'd be hilarious.
It wouldn't be unheard of though.
So a radiant flame drops down upon the creature, but it kind of swerves to the side with its snake-like neck, and the flame just descends into the sea and hisses and boils a bit of the sea next to it, and has no effect on this creature.
Can anybody hit the bloody thing?
Yeah.
3 times I tried to hit it with flame.
Dante, it is your shot.
I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on it,
Yeah.
and then I shoot it with my fire arrow.
Okay, go for
Yay.
it. So range attack to see if you hit it.
I did not.
You did not hit it. What was it?
I got a 2, so it's a 9.
Okay.
So it was a 9 overall.
The creature looks down upon this strange rabble of people and creatures trying to like throw these petty missiles and flames at it. Its ancient eyes glare down upon the deck of the ship, and it drops its body down and opens its mouth wide and tries to bite the deck of the ship.
Oh.
It rolled bad. What has it got as plus? It hits the deck of the ship and takes a I need some dice. I need another dice.
Have you
Hold
got
on.
another little paddle boat?
Hold on. I need
When we
another
think
one.
this-
Ah,
I'm concentrating on Hunter's Mark, hoping that I get another chance.
oh yeah, you're holding that in your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, it rolled. You will not believe this is absolutely shocking. I've got to show you on the camera.
double sixes or double ones?
Oh, 3
Oh my
ones.
God, 3-1.
Treble one.
What was that?
That's
What's
for his
that for?
damage to the
Sorry.
ship.
That was the. It kind of bites down and actually gets a fang stuck in the edge of the boat. One of its larger incisors is actually wedged in the side of the boat now, so it is very close to you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That
awesome.
works for me.
So in initiative order, we are going back round to doop, 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 doop. Jackson.
Does it count as prone if it's stuck on the deck?
Does it count as what?
Prone.
Well, it can't dodge.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm just being optimistic and hoping it gives me that advantage.
Yeah, I reckon you've got advantage on this attack because it did so appallingly with a 1-1 on damage. I mean,
So being two-handed, ball, and I'm going to literally crack it right squarely between the eyes.
okay. So do you for your hit with advantage?
15.
Yeah.
For 9.
9.
And then I would like to action surge.
Oh yeah, go on then.
And I'm going to hit it again.
Well, my internet's going a bit dodgy now.
20, but not natural.
Okay, that's no problem.
An unnatural 20.
For 13.
And 13. Oh, that's a mighty hit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well done.
The creature is like where you smacked it the first time, you cut along that wound that Dante had carved in it, reopening it from where it had been seared shut and bleeds bloodily. The second hit smashes part of its teeth away that are the side that isn't wedged in the deck, but you've left the teeth that are in the deck intact, and it's looking pretty poorly, this creature. Next is Saria. What are you going to do?
Right, I'm going to use my primitive savagery.
Yeah.
And as it's right on the deck, I'm going to use my massive claws and scratch its eye.
Yeah, you're going to try and blind it. Cool. Go for it. So roll for a hit.
Oh.
You trying to work that phone is
Is this-
hilarious.
24.
Oh, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
hit it. Yeah.
And then the other one. 6.
For 6. You carve into the side of its face, but it manages to shut its eye in time, but you slash through its eyelid.
Oh.
And its eyelid's sort of like hanging away from its face.
Oh, nasty.
Killian, what are you up to?
Have I managed to blind it? It's blind now.
No, it managed to blink in time. You didn't quite get its eyeball,
Okay.
but you've hacked its eyelid off so it won't sleep well.
I'm gonna do.
It's right close to you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna whack it with my quarterstaff.
Going to get it with your quarterstaff, right? Okay, cool. Where are you going to go? How do you want to do this? Classic. Describe it to me. Tell me what you're doing with this role play.
It's like, what side of its mouth is stuck in the
So
deck?
the left side of its mouth is embedded in the deck, and Jackson's just gone off and smashed the right-hand side of its face up. Sarah's just gone for that eye and slashed its eyelid into.
Right, so I'm gonna go kind of. Oh, it's gonna sound gross.
Mm.
Like literally from one side of its face to the other, like just try and like disconnect the bottom of its jaw from the rest of its face.
Okay. Go on. Yeah. Make your attack roll. Go on then. So you're going to kind of go for its like the jawbone
Yeah,
to try and knock it off. Yeah, cool.
Because that's gross.
That's nasty.
Yeah, got a 10.
You run up and you kind of, with your quarterstaff, you actually like kind of bounce off it, like, and it vibrates in your hand, like you
And I was
bounce
gonna
off
need
the.
2 weapon attack.
Yeah, go on.
Can I
Your
still do
bonus
that?
action- Yeah, because you've only one hand in that one, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
Cool. So
You can't cast a spell. You can make unless it's a bonus action spell, but none of yours.
We had that after the last one, didn't we?
Yeah.
can I try and hit it again with my quarterstaff?
Does anybody know that if she uses the same weapon,
I
a
think
quarterstaff
she can
twice?
use the other end, but I don't know if that's only if she uses like
Two.
Pole Arm Master or something.
Hmm.
Which I don't think you've got.
No. Can I try and stab it with my dagger?
Yeah, go for it.
Well,
Okay.
so what is that? Your bonus action?
Yeah, I think.
I suppose if she's got the dagger and the quarterstaff, one in each hand, then yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 weapon fighting.
So 2 weapon fighting, you use your bonus action to make another attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can make it with a different weapon.
Yeah.
But you can't do it with, we discovered last week, you can't do it with spells.
No.
No.
A spell takes an action,
Yeah.
and there are spells that you can do as bonus actions, but only if their casting time is one bonus
Bonus
action.
Like I cast Hunter's Mark because that was a bonus action.
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9.
No. So you run up, hit it with a stick, try and stab it with a knife,
I'm sorry, guys.
and do absolutely
This
nothing.
is normally what happens.
So
For an ex-soldier, I'm pretty shit at fighting.
Charles raises his hands, runs up to the creature. He's pretty much naked and grabs onto the remnants of the eyelid, like I don't know, like he's trying to pull them off, but
Like a stroppy toddler. Trying to get a toy.
Trying to get a blanket, yeah.
and he a dark energy erupts around his hands, and nothing happens.
Great.
Like it, Charles, that's as far as we know.
Yeah, it's like, yay! There he is.
Dante.
I drop my bow, charge forward, drawing my 2 scimitars,
Okay.
and jam them in its other eye because there's a Charles in the way of the first one.
Yeah. Charles is hanging on to these kind of tatters of eyelids. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so one of them misses very badly. No, I got a 1.
Oh, okay. We'll do that in a minute. Go for the other
The other
one.
one got a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is a d6, and because I've still got Hunter's Mark on it, I get 2 d6.
Yeah.
I get 2 ones, so I got 2 plus my modifier, which is 3.
Is that your second
5.
attack?
So a 5.
Is that your second attack? Your
I
offhand
missed
attack?
with the first one, so it's whichever one you land with, you get to put your modifier on.
I don't know. It just says for 2 weapon fighting, you don't get your ability modified to damage of the bonus attack.
Hmm.
So it matters which one hits and which one misses.
Ah,
Okay, so that was just
DM
a,
gets to decide which one misses then.
The first one misses.
All right, so then it will just be the 2.
The 2.
Yeah, so I do 2 damage with
Yeah,
my
cool.
sword.
All right. So the 1. And what was that with?
A scimitar.
Cocked. Can you roll your damage?
What, on me?
Yeah.
Take your pick. I think we're all on this side of the boat smacking this thing
I got a
down.
3.
3. Okay. And let's see who it hits.
That's without any modifiers.
How many of us is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to do this in initiative order. So 2 is
Me.
stupid phone.
I think Jax is next in order.
Jack's
We're
first.
both on 15. So
Ah,
Oh, okay, so 50-50 between you two. Therial and
I'd like to be odd.
huh? Say again?
I want to be odd.
You want to be odd?
Oh,
You got hit. You take it.
it's
You take the flying melee of the scimitar.
And how much was it?
3.
Okay.
Okay.
my knees are blocked.
Oh, this
sorry.
fucking phone's gone out of initiative order. So let me write it down.
It's going to be it now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the creature now.
Can I use what's left of my movement to back the hell up?
Yeah.
You probably don't want to.
Why?
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but it's wedged in the boat at the moment, so it's got to spend this turn probably getting itself out of the boat.
I'll stay there then.
It managed to pull its great head. It wiggled its head and pulls itself out of the boat and rears back. And then we're back to the top of initiative, which was Jackson. Yeah.
Can I still reach it, or is it reared out of range?
If you're quick, yes.
I would like to smack it in the face with a 2-handed maul.
Okay, go for it. Just as it starts pulling its head back, you
I missed.
miss.
I got
Swing and a miss.
7.
Okay.
What I would like to do as a bonus action is do a second wind
Okay.
and heal 1d10 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
I heal 10 hit points.
Cool. Killian. Jackson, Killian, Charles. So I'm just writing down. The phone skipped out of the initiative order thing, so I'm writing down the order. Jackson, Sariel, Killian, Charles, Dante, Monster.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. So then it's you, Sariel. What are you up to?
Yeah. Is it moved too much for me to hit it now, or can I hit it as well?
It's moving out of the range. Probably Jackson got the last non-ranged attack on it, I'd say, for the moment.
Okay.
Try the fire.
Yeah, I'm going to try and shoot the fireball at it again, please.
Bonfire or
Yeah, bonfire.
okay. So it goes onto the creature. Roll your damage. Oh no, what have I got to survive? Is it a con check or something? Or dex check?
Fire is damage is 8.
Okay, but can he survive it with a dex check or something?
What? I don't understand.
Like the monster, can he dodge it? Hold
Any
on.
creature in a bonfire space with your cast spell must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage.
Yeah, dex saving throw. Okay, cool. Let me try and make my saving throw. Where is it? What's the DC on the dex saving throw? It's a spell casting ability. Top of your spells page. think.
I think it's from the bonfire. Hang on. Dex 13.
Okay. He makes it, so it doesn't take the damage. Does it take half damage if it makes it?
It takes saving throw 13, so you need.
The bonfire ignites objects in the area that aren't worn or carried. The spell damage increases by 1d8 when you reach level 5.
Yeah.
Can't
Does
see
he-
anything about.
So it would be against her spell modifier, which is whatever
Yeah,
it is,
I-
the
but
wisdom.
I made the save.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it takes
So
half.
where,
No,
on
it
the
doesn't
spell
take
description,
half.
It doesn't take half. Cool. All right, no problem. So it doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, it just says a creature must also make the same throw if it moves into the space of the bonfire.
Well, I'm assuming that when you're because you're creating a bonfire as something that's nearly vertical, that the bonfire's cascading into the water
Yeah.
after it's hitting the monster. That's what I'm kind of thinking on, because it's not going to stick to the creature. It's got a leathery, thick hide, and the magical components of this ethereal bonfire hit it, but don't take any effect.
What
And
about
we're
all the
round to
targets everywhere? Why is it not? Why is that not igniting with all this flame flashing about?
sorry.
There's all this flame flashing about hitting the water,
Well,
but
you missed
targets-
you missed the first time. The first time it hit, but the fire didn't catch.
Hmm.
And the second time it dodged the spell attack, so it didn't hit it. Your go, Killian.
Can I hit it with firebolt?
You can have a go at firebolt.
$13.
Yes.
Right, and then you're going to have to explain this one to me.
Yeah.
I've got to roll that.
Yeah. D10. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what is it?
You roll that and then plus the plus. I'll just do it on the phone. Just do it on the phone.
No.
On the-
So, roll this and then what plus?
whatever
So
it
where's
is,
your
isn't it?
Firebolt. It's just 1d10. So it's whatever that is.
There you go. What
10.
plus? 10. How do you know that's 10?
Is it not 10?
0.
Oh, that.
Yeah, 10. The other one's 0 is 0, 0.
Ah.
Oh no, is it say 10 and 0, 0? Then that's 1.
Sorry. Oh, no, yeah, it's a 1. Sorry, it's a 1, isn't it? Because it's 0, 0, yeah.
That's the percentile one.
Yeah.
You should have one with single numbers on it.
Yeah, there should be one that looks the same shape.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that one. You want the one without the thing.
And 0, 0 is 100.
100, sorry.
No,
That thing.
Yeah, roll that.
Okay. You can tell I'm still used to all of this. I'm still new to all of this. It's weird.
That's why I use the app. I need to tell me which one to roll.
4?
A 4. Yeah, cool.
Right. I was just saying, right, what one am I
Cool.
using?
Right, so
But
then
have you
we're...
ignited our Tari stuff?
Sorry, say again?
Yeah, have I ignited the
Oh,
black
yeah, yeah.
tar liquid stuff?
It goes up.
Yeah!
The creature screeches
Oh, finally.
and give us and takes roll another d10 for the kind of burning.
That one.
Yeah. An 8.
8. Yes.
This creature is writhing in agony as the flames surge up round its neck into the wound, igniting the flapping eyelid above its right eye. That eye heats and pops and melts down its face.
Awesome.
And then here comes Charlie.
Oh, God. Great.
Naked Charlie, like that.
Don't heal him, Charlie.
Do not heal him.
He's going to he raises his hands and lightning gathers in his talons. And throws it towards the creature when it's kind of charged up. Lightning writhes out of the water, wraps round this giant beast's head. It screams, burning and surging with electrical energy, and its body falls into the water and lays still and moves no more.
Woo!
Yeah!
Yay!
That was an 11 with a guiding bolt, which wasn't the most powerful that it can do. That was actually quite a low roll with that.
Huh.
Which is it's 4d6 radiant damage. Okay, so you're on board the boat. Is everybody okay? Charles says.
No.
No.
Okay.
In no way are we okay.
He walks up to Jackson and he's remember this is like naked for an Aarakocra. It just reaches out his hand to shake yours. Charles Irwin. What do you do, Jackson?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Dante. Jackson. And I'll sort of, it's going to be quite a strong handshake, so
Yeah, he kind of does that thing that when you shake someone's hand that's too much, he puts the other hand on and goes, "Good to meet you," and then kind of pulls away, turns to Dante, and you, sir.
Dante Colin and I shake his hand as well, but not quite as hard as Jack's.
Jolly good to meet you. He gives you one of those really overly enthusiastic handshakes where your arm kind of wobbles a bit. yeah. Welcome aboard. The boat has no name at the moment. Maybe that's why we're so unlucky.
The dinosaur killer, I
We,
suggest.
we stole it, you know.
Oh, so you're pirates.
Say that.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. We liberated it. Maybe
Much
if I
better
frame
word.
it in that kind of light, it might make
Yeah.
more less sense. There's a dinosaur's body gradually sinking in the water.
Is its tooth still stuck in the deck?
There are no teeth remaining in the deck, but there are teeth inside the dinosaur.
Do we want
is
to
there
go
a
and get
boat hook?
something?
Can we
Is there a
get
boat hook on the boat? Can I have a look around for a boat hook?
Um, there are the normal accoutrement for a boat, and there is the apparatus that they use to raise up the little boat if they had a little boat still.
I would like to pick up said boat hook and hook it onto the sort of dead
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
It's
So
good
you-
eating on them.
You manage to get it round the creature's sort of ruined jaw. You hook it into part of that.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and stop it sinking, basically.
Yeah, and it pulls the boat, and you feel it tipping, but it doesn't
Oh,
tip the boat fully. But the deck is slanted at the moment, and you don't know how. It seems to be holding steady at the moment, but
does someone want to get off and carve some of that off?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
I'll give it a go.
you're looking ever so blue in the face. Have you been in the water? You look very damp.
Yes, I did. I fell in twice.
Um, come closer, my friend. I think I might be able to help you with that. And as he puts his arm round you to guide you towards the edge of the boat, you heal by 5.
Oh, yeah, I get some health back.
I'm pretty cold too.
But you are.
I'm
you
still
may
not
get-
at max. I've got 18 health now instead of 21.
You may get health back, but you're cuddled up next to a fat pigeon.
Who's naked?
Yeah, a naked fat pigeon. Just
Can I just sort of look at him a bit, look down, look back up, and go, thanks for the hug there, mate.
He seems to take absolutely no shame in being naked and kind of good to have you on board and pulls you a little bit closer.
I do that sort of like back pat thing. People you don't want to hug.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then he walks over to Sariel and he is going to do the same. He's going to try and give you some health. So yeah, that's 8 for you. And that's
I only went down by 5.
well, you are maxed then.
I'm maxed back up.
And that's my spells done for the day, though, guys. I've only got my cantrips.
Yeah, well, my spell stopped when we killed the monster and we had nothing else for me to change it to. Stop.
Yeah, I pretty much used my spells up.
Okay.
I'm gonna remain concentrating in case something turns up in the next hour.
Okay.
Like something bigger to eat that thing.
Okay. So what's the score now?
Apparently, I'm jumping off the side to try and carve some things off the monster.
Okay. So who's going down? It's Jackson. Have you secured this rope? The other end is secured to the mechanism. Sorry, I said that already. Sorry, I've already explained that, really, haven't I? So it's secured for lifting the boat up. So it is actually secured to the body of the boat. So you're free to move. You don't have to do anything now. You've hooked it.
Okay.
Dante, you're gonna make gonna do like an acrobatics to get down, I think, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
If
I
you
was
can-
going to just sort of scale the rope and then just sort of... But yeah, that's fair. I'll do that.
What were you saying, Jackson?
Oh, I was wondering. I thought you meant carving, which I assume would be survival.
I know, I'm jumping off to then carve it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've got to kind of get down to it. Again, you've got the risk of that icy water.
Which I don't want to fall into again.
for a third time.
The third time.
They were just trying to change the name of the boat at one point, and everyone fell in the water.
And then
So
the dragon
I
came along,
did-
so-
I got 12 for my acrobatics.
You grab the rope. Can you make a dex for me? So you grab the rope and
I
slip.
got 20,
slightly,
but not natural.
but you manage to angle your fall so you land on the skull of this dinosaur. So you're actually standing on the head of this creature that's like falling into the gradually sinking or trying to sink.
I take 5 teeth, 1 for each person, and then carve some meat off with some scales.
Okay. When you're doing this with a dagger.
Yeah, I've got my dagger.
Cool.
I can use a scimitar if you really want, but it didn't seem very...
No, I think a dagger would be
wieldy.
more kind of precise for doing that. So you're harvesting meat. Charles is looking over, nodding approvingly. Handy chap. Very handy. What are you doing, Jackson?
So those two are doing that stuff, the boat thingy. I'm gonna go and have a see the elf and the dragonborn.
Yeah. So you're gonna go.
And yeah, I'm gonna go and sort of introduce. I'm Jackson. Thank you for the rescue.
Is that it? Is that similar to what it is?
It is very close to that. It is a. If you want to do a nature check, actually,
The name I could.
you got
see.
a really good nature check, didn't you, on that when you were looking at it before, Sariel?
Yeah.
So now on closer inspection, now it's not animate. You believe this to be something you've heard of in called a plesiosaur.
Yeah, that's what that is. Sorry.
Big
Can
fucking
you hold it up to the camera so we can see it?
Where's the camera?
I don't have a plesiosaur picture. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm just going to Google it.
That's what I've done. It's. I don't know. Can they see it? I have no idea.
Yeah.
That thing. I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry, our daughter's a dino nerd, and I could see the dinosaur in my head, and I was like, I need to figure out what it's
I
called.
was when I was younger. That's why I thought it was mosasaur, which is the same thing, just with a shorter neck.
Yeah, and it's got
But it's a hell of a lot bigger.
yeah, its nose is longer, but it's got a much shorter neck. Whereas when Pete was saying it's got a really like elegant
neck.
long neck, I was like, I know what it is.
Okay, so you're carving off meat and you're getting back to the boat. Charles, as you climb back up the rope, takes a huge hunk of this kind of blubbery flesh and kind of looks at it and goes, well, I've not tried this before.
I don't think anyone has in quite some time.
Kind of flops it onto the deck and it sits there gelatinously kind of rocking with the motion.
I hand out the teeth. I hand Charles a tooth that I took from it.
Why, thank you. I'll keep this. This is a wonderful keepsake from this little excursion.
And I'm gonna go and try and talk to the other three now.
Okay, yeah.
And leave the naked bird alone.
Good idea.
Jackson was speaking to Sariel and Killian, and he just said, "Hi, I'm Jackson." You guys didn't reply, so sorry, I'll give you a chance to reply.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Nice to meet you, Jackson. I'm Cyril. It's been quite an adventure back today, hasn't it? I think maybe I might try barbecue dinosaur for dinner. What do you think? At that point, I just create a little round heart on my fingers to illustrate that I might get some of that meat and turn it into a barbecue steak.
That sounds good to me.
Killian.
You know, you just kind of nod, yeah. Just kind of Killian.
Killian.
And Charles,
Because I can't help but giggle.
you're trying to keep a straight face and be really moody.
I'm just like,
Killian, Charles says, well, that's us, the ones that rescued you. I suppose I better introduce you to the rest of the crew. And a sprite flies down from the upper rigging, and this is Flix. Up on the old steering, there is Harsel. Just goes by Harsel, and you see a human man with the biggest grin on his face, tanned, weathered, quite old, sort of maybe like 68, 70 maybe, but like one of those kind of like Iggy Pop type bodies that's so tanned and like ripped.
and I just go up to Harsel and just pat him on the back.
A gnome strikes up a merry tune on a set of accordion. That's Taj. A dwarf is hammering something in the corner. That's Grench. And out from underneath the deck comes with another barrel, a Luxodon. And that's Runist. We've been getting on quite well, me and Runist.
Runist.
Roonest. And then there are 4 humans, but my phone's just crashed, so I can't tell you their names. It is in the. I can copy it into the group. So there's another 4 humans that crew this ship. That they are all siblings as well. So they were all previous slaves, and that's how they came to. We were all on the boat together. These 4 humans, they were part of the crew. And Charles regales you with the tale of how they managed to get to this boat. What do you do, guys?
Well, we're on our way.
Where were you going? I asked.
Esterland.
Where are we going? What's the place called?
That's correct. Sariel's got it.
I didn't hear properly. Sorry, that's why I asked.
I think we better repair the boat a little bit and then head on our way to Esterland.
Okay.
I can't quite remember where passage to, so can I come?
Your trip was taking you towards Sorthal, or towards more precisely Southgate, which is the town at the
In the middle
start
of the main
of the
island.
bridge here at the bottom of the main sort of continent here of Gregdon. This big continent here is called Gregdon. For some sort of rumor of planar magic that was happening, and you traveled from this town here, which I can't remember, Madaras, I think it's called.
Okay.
And then you traveled down and somehow got wrecked around this point, which is where you've been found. And Jackson, you're hired gun again. So you were on your way to the same place. Again, there have been reports of some misdoings in this area.
Okay.
So the other guys don't know this, but this is just why you were traveling on the boat.
So I said I was on my way to Southgate to investigate some difficulties, and I believe that's where Jax was going to.
Well, yeah, that was where the boat was taken.
Yeah.
Yes, we've
can we
heard
hitch
that
a
you.
ride?
Yes, we've heard that you have to dock at Esterland and then take a trek across country to get to Southgate. That's what the notes in the captain's quarters were saying. Is that right, Killian?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm too happy to
Would it be
Killian's a
presumptuous
rather
to ask for a lift?
you can either come with us on the boat or we throw you over. So it's up to you.
I'm gonna go with option number one from the dragon.
Any wreckage and see if there's anything still floating from our boat.
What was that?
to see if there's any wreckage. Okay, make a investigation.
Everyone or just Jax?
Whoever's looking over the edge to see for the old little boat.
Oh no, not the little boat. The wreck from the iceberg. The big main
Oh,
one.
okay.
The wreck.
Yeah.
I'll have a look for the little boat though, in case we see any of the Birdman's clothes.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Just sick of Charles being naked.
You're not the only one.
I failed miserably. I got a 2,
Okay,
which
go on.
means I got a 6.
Charles got a 2.
I'm on it.
Did you
I
get?
got 12.
Okay, you see that there are odd things floating, some things that look like provisions, maybe like sealed crates, like airtight sort of crates that might contain some stuff. They're bobbing in the water.
17.
I'll sort of pull them in towards the side of the boat with the boat hook.
Mhm.
And then we can work out.
Unpack, you take them up, they easily unpack, and you there's provisions in there for a fair few days.
I've got 14.
14. You assist Jackson. You've got provisions, probably enough for the crew. For not just you'd packed enough to get to Esterland at the previous thing from the church from Father Samson, or Samsung as he became known, and you managed to get to and you think now this provisions that you've uncovered, the extra, would cover you from the trek between Esterland and Southgate.
Okay.
By the way, I've got the name of the humans if you're interested.
Oh, thank you. Go on.
They're the Epson family. Hans, Marcel, Simil, and Greta.
I remember that now that you've said it.
And Greta and
Simil, I think it is.
Simil and Marcel.
Marcel.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the campaign thing.
Cool.
I'll paste it in there. Okay, so what did you get when you
I got a 17 and I'm looking for Charlie Boy's clothes because
You-
I can't stand him being
bobbing
naked.
in the water, attached to a piece of wood, seemed to be Charles's clothes and pack.
Not his armor though.
No, his armor's sunk.
Oh, what a shame.
It's like just Killian cut it off of it.
What a shame.
Means my AC is going to go down, which will flipping suck.
At least you can fly away now.
Yeah. You'll be a bit quicker now and maybe a bit lighter on your feet.
I'll be able to use my wings straight away and won't get a disadvantage on dex.
Right.
On stealth even.
So
Are you going to get his clothes?
Yeah.
Killian has to be nice to Charles. This is brilliant.
yeah, I'll go get his clothes.
So you take the pole from Jackson, you hook the clothes, and you hand them over to to Charlie.
Killian, this is amazing. I can't thank you enough. And again,
Butt naked, he wraps his arms around Killian and gives him a
No. No.
very well then. I can see this isn't the time.
Social distancing.
And
personal space.
So you're ready. You've collected as much stuff from the water as you think you can gather.
Yeah.
Shall we get underway then?
Yeah.
And you crack on. You tell Harsel,
Set
sail, my dear man, and set the crew.
Also,
Sorry, go again, Jackson.
Are there like quarters or a hole? Where do we sort of rock up?
Yeah, there's you since the boat had been a slaver's ship beforehand, the deck below it was just set with rings and chains, but the dwarf has been hard at work on the boat while it was in port at Mindegress, setting up small cabins and beds.
Okay.
And places to sleep.
I like to sort of hang out my stuff so it can start sort of drying out and things.
Yeah, I think I might do the same.
Charlie pegs up everything that he's got and then takes off the loincloth and pegs that up and proceeds below deck, strutting his stuff, while the crew of the boat man it for the first part, and you guys can take a well-earned long rest, I think, underneath the deck and stock up on provisions. And that's where we'll end this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yay.
That's good.
Well done,
Did
guys.
we get any XP for killing a dinosaur?
Yeah, you do indeed.
no, nothing.
Oh, no.
Hold on, let me get it up. I can tell you what your XP is for it.
Can you shave my head tomorrow?
I can shave your head tomorrow, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop the recording now because we don't need that in the thing, really. But, come on, you
I just
stupid
felt
woman.
it then as I went to tie my hair up. I was like, oh, it's gone.
Oh, come on. Why is it being so slow?
Because I'm on the internet. We've got 2 phones, a tablet, and a laptop.
There we go.